before we do, I'd like for each and every single one of you to first get my notes on the table, and then let me tell you all a fable. So, gather around for the tale of these band of misfits. Tale of the likes of the corruption within, and that of an everlasting frost. For this be the infamous tale of the Frostmaiden. Previously, our heroes were found traveling the Asia Arctic, where they were ambushed by the corruption itself. Be here, where they tried to understand the likes of the corruption by intimidating a Nor, a part of its collective. However, they seemed to offer no answers, as they were too far gone in madness. Regardless, our heroes would push on. They'd witness a pack of wolves being surrounded by the likes of the corruption. Feeling bad, they'd protect them and try to insert themselves into the battle. And eventually, they'd save them and be joined by the likes of the Winter Wolf, named Jon Snow, and the two mechanical wolves, who according to them had emerged one day and proceeded to follow and join their pack. Regardless, as they'd continue, it'd be the likes of Anth, our tiefling bard, with the red mark upon their palm activating, and all our heroes would witness individuals of differing regions. Individuals from the Forbidden Expanse, and individuals from Jaded Dragon Valley. They'd be contacted specifically by the individuals from Jaded Dragon Valley looking for Lika, while also seeing Warforged individuals with coordinates placed upon their necks. That said, survivors, listen now. Time is nearly up, and you still have not formed defenses. You better pray you're able to convince the Berserkers for aid, or suffer the consequences. We'll see what is the likes of these adventurers in session 12 of Rime of the Frostmaiden. That being said, let's send forth. Let us see what we have in store for today. Alrighty. As said, let us go into this. I'm gonna send you guys back to the original map you were all on. And then, right afterwards, we're gonna take you to the new map. Alright, where the heck is it? There we go. Boop. And while we're at it, we're gonna give you guys a little bit of ambience, as you guys are used to. And we're gonna do this one. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Alright. So, as we pick back up where we left off, you all stand there, and the Aurora Borealis shines brightly in the darkened sky. It writhes with power and strength. The last of this corrupted army, and the ground falls before you, but also in the sky it pulses once more, beginning to swell and form. You look out and about, and as more and more of these troops begin to continue to pour outwards, they look haphazardly scouring and ravaging the lands in search of you, and potentially even others, be caught in this sort of destruction. Regardless, you look about and you look ahead as you travel forth through the likes of the Asia Arctic and through the snow. As you know what your mission is, you know what must be done as soon as possible. As this happens, you see as more and more of the army begins to pour out. One of you specifically, you realize that you only have hours to ready yourself, and all of you to have one session remaining to form your last defenses. You all pick up the pace and charge to the mountain structure where the cave of these berserkers is located. And as you charge forth, you look behind and you see the keeper just sort of sprinting haphazardly, trying to keep up with you guys, trying to stop you all to get your attention. Like he has like a little bit of a sweatband sort of going. He's running, he's in like joggers. His legs are something. They're hairy and magnificent, I guess. It's bad. It's very, very bad. But Regardless, you guys all appear in this map. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure most of you could probably have gone without seeing that or seeing this sort of sight, but regardless, the keeper does not care. Give me one moment, guys. It's loading over here on my end.
Does he look human?
See, the thing is, he looks so okay. It's weird. It's very, very weird. He looks to seem to have like a bird leg, like literal like a bird leg on one, and then like a wolf's leg on the other, which makes no damn sense at all. It's very, very strange. But also the fact that he has human-like hands, from what you can see, because he has gloves on, you know. But all right, let me just drag you guys here, and let drag this individual here. As they approach, you'll see as they begin to immediately just stop you, putting their hands up, and they begin to slowly open up a door. Immediately emerging, you see the likes of the keeper sort of motioning for Arya to walk in, and for this individual to take their place. Out comes the likes of a smaller red panda individual who's been gone for a long, long time, it feels. Regardless, they seem to be well trained and prepared as much as they could for the battle to come. As Lika returned to the likes of the Auroraverse once more, and you do have a long rest, so you are back at full health with everything available to you. But Lika, as you approach the rest of the party, what do you say? And what do you do? As you see, as they have been accompanied by a couple of new individuals, there's a couple of mechanical wolves, and the last time you saw mechanical wolves, they tried to kill you, and that's where you lost Thorin. There's also a big old giant wolf right here. So that's a thing. Oh, I almost forgot.
Lika will stretch out. Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
Lika is stretching her arms out, kind of doing this, and she does the anime scratch behind her ear and head thing, does the little cat paw, like wiping her whiskers, and then looks at everyone, looks at how battle hardened and bruised up some of them are, and then she looks over and she's like, so eyes one of the mech wolves who are probably badly injured, and then looks over at Anth again, nearly dying. I'm going, this is par for the course around here, isn't it? So, Mr. Anth, did you ever get a shield or something? 'Cause that looks really bruised up right there, boss.
Well, I do have my shield, but it doesn't mean I can get much use out of it. As well, you can probably see.
I see. Hi, Cross.
Welcome back, Lika.
Hi. Hi, Mr. Pyre. Hi, Mr. K. She's gonna look at William and then look at the bird face mask, at the keeper, and then back to William and the keeper, and goes, I'm not gonna ask.
The keeper's doing squats right now.
Nah. I'm still not gonna ask. He ran. I see. Nice legs.
You'll see as he just sort of does little finger crossbows to you, and then just kind of looks over to Pyre, and then just sort of motions for them to come over. All right. Bimroth, were you trying to say something?
No, not really. I just got annoyed because I accidentally closed the foundry.
Oh no. Oh man. That said, you will see as Pyre gets is brought into the likes of the Keeper's realm. However, out comes, you see and hear just a sort of woof, and immediately sort of wrapping about. See the likes of Zappy emerging, and he just begins to sort of look about, and then just looks towards Lika and just sort of, and then just kind of pounces and just starts licking their face once more. At this point, Lika, though you may not like it or whatever, appreciate it, you're kind of grown accustomed to it at this point.
She will tap his nose on the nose and be like, shh. And then she'll just take it. She'll be like, fight against it or just leave it. Just leave it. She'll just leave it.
Alright, that's it. You will see as the keeper's job is done, it has distributed all the necessary individuals. It will begin to look over, tip its hat to each and every single one of you, and after taking one last final squat motion, if there is nothing else anybody wants to say to them, last chance. Alright, they will immediately, with one massive leap, jump forth, jumping about 90 to 100 feet upwards to the sky, breaking past the sort of shadowy sphere barrier, and they will vanish from all of your sights, never to be seen again until the next time. Alright. At this point, Jon Snow the Wolf, because that's his name, apparently, he will look over. Oh god, almost forgot their voice. It's like super edgy or something, dark and broody and edgy. It's like,
Edgy.
yeah, are those friends of yours?
That guy isn't.
Keep in mind, Lika, you hear a wolf talk.
Right, William, I cut Finn off. Right, or fish off. Finn. Damn it.
You're good.
Jon Snow would just hear in his head, he's been around here and there. I'm not really sure. I haven't been with this group too long.
If that's the case, then we push on. Is this the area you wanted to take us?
I suppose.
Pagan. Oh yeah. Is that the place?
Oyama Nartok will just say, to the likes of everyone. Oop. One moment. Oh, there we go. My light or my DM nature was too powerful, sorry. The lights were flickering from the magnificence. But Oyer will say, I believe that this is this should be the place. Stay on your guard, though. But I will say we do have a massive group of individuals. I believe stealth is not really on the table this moment.
William would ask Jon Snow because, sorry for this, but, well, I don't talk out loud. Could you ask them if we can take a long rest for me?
You're kind of on good terms with him. You healed him and stuff. Yeah, he's not gonna be a complete dick. Sure. You'll hear as Jon Snow will say, actually, did you ever tell him your name?
I don't think I did.
I think
No.
you did. I could be wrong, but I
Wait,
feel like
oh
you
wait,
did.
I think I did.
Because I feel like when you were introducing yourself, that's when he said his name.
Yes.
Okay.
I was.
All right. So Jon Snow will say, William requests that we rest here. Sounded dire before. Do we have time?
Works for me.
I think we do. It's
May
next
I
day
ask-
there's the attack.
What attack? I just got here. What's happening?
There will
Girls,
be an attack there will be an attack Sensei, right? Is it still tomorrow? Is it daytime or nighttime or?
So the thing is, this fucked you all the way up in character, haha, because it's still nighttime. So I mean, shoot, whenever, as far as you're aware, whenever the sun rises, or if it ever rises, or whenever this barrier drops, that's when it's gonna happen, most likely. The attack, apparently, from what you guys can see, has already happened. It's just a matter of when this sphere is gonna break.
Cool, that's great.
Yeah, so you know out of character, but you don't know in character anymore. It's just like it could happen anytime now, whenever that thing breaks.
Okay. Gross says, soon there will be an attack outside. If you look up in the sky, all of those creatures that... No, Lika wasn't there. They weren't up there when Lika left. There are creatures up in the sky. They're going to attack us. We need to prepare for a huge fight and pray we can survive. That is why we have teamed up with the wolves for now, because if we don't all fight together, then we will not make it. And we're here because we're looking for Oya and Aegon's compatriots. We need as many people as we can get.
Okay, well, I don't think standing beside the doorway is going to help us with this mission. Unless you want us to defend the doorway and then defend this area over here. And, I mean, this is not exactly the most secure space, but, I mean...
Aegon will begin to speak and say, I agree, this isn't really a defensible position. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the Berserkers get the jump on us here.
But where are they?
I think me and Aegon should go talk to the Berserkers to explain the situation. And Gross.
You proposing to split the party, Mr. K?
No. I'm proposing we do the talking while everyone else stands there intimidating.
Am I intimidating?
Do your best.
We can find out on the way. Let's go.
I should well, actually, Oyama Nartok will probably say this. I should preface. This is the last, well, chance or warning. These individuals, they are most quite capable and very, very dangerous. Even I wasn't able to sort of stand up to them. Aegon and the likes of Olium were barely able to live and survive. If you wish to go back to base, instead, form up defenses there, then now is the time. If not, well, we shall hope for the best and stand strong together.
What's everyone wanting to do? What was our warning shot?
I suppose I'm here just to follow what everyone else wants to do at this point, so...
As he coughs up blood.
You know, I can't help you right now. I don't have any magical abilities like you do. You're the one with all the cure things. I can only work with medicinal herbs.
William would just raise his amulet and just...
Same.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm gonna look right at Groz and be like, well, Blazer, what do you want to do?
I think we have a better chance with more people on our side.
Yes, but on the other hand, if we do not convince the Berserkers to help us, chances are some of us might die. Looking at William,
That
These-
doesn't really
these two-
scare me, you know.
and then we'll have even less people to defend ourselves with.
See, as this is all happening, Two things happen at once. One, you look over at Zappy and he's just staring wildly at this individual. You look over at him and he kind of seems a little scared. Because there's this giant mechanical wolf in front of him and he doesn't have fond memories of that guy beforehand. But he kind of looks over to the bigger sort of snowy wolf and he's very, very confused. But regardless as this is happening, Jon Snow over here will ask, smaller one, what name do you go by?
Hi, Wolfie boy. My name is Lika. It's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
Jon Snow.
Well, Johnny. Okay, you know that you can smell everything, right?
Not
Yeah,
everything.
so if those- Okay, well then if there's like big bad, no good stuff, you'll be able to catch it, right?
Sure.
Oh.
Wait, you said your name, Lika, correct? Isn't this the one requested in the vision?
You are completely correct.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
There was a ringtail looking for you
Yeah? What?
in a faraway land.
I make a history on that?
What was his name?
Faraway land,
did anyone catch
ringtail.
his
That
name?
doesn't really. That doesn't really ring a bell. I mean, faraway land could mean from anywhere.
They what's in the background, like a desert?
No, it
nah,
wasn't.
it was Jaded Dragon
Oh.
Valley.
Oh.
But
Or forested area.
yeah, I don't think there was a name.
Yeah, there wasn't a name provided. It was just a
Yeah,
ringtail is looking for you.
Okay, well, if that's the creepy stalker dude that I was telling you about, I don't care much for that guy.
Wait,
It's
what?
not that serious.
Well, we're in a serious position right now. You gotta make priorities. I mean, we're standing here in front of a big, huge cavern mouth talking about stuff, and we've got things to do.
I think we should go back and prepare defenses there.
Sure.
What defenses are we going to have?
We don't have anything.
We don't
It's
have
just
anything.
A big, huge icy igloo. I mean, like, we're in a big cave. We have more defenses in a mountain than in a cave, in a snowbank.
We have a
No
shovel.
offense. Want to defend us with a shovel.
You dig
So
holes. You create spikes. You cover up the hole.
With
See what I'm
spikes?
getting at? These
We
things don't really seem
There's
like they were
no
thinking much.
woods.
William would go
Any
over to
spikes?
Jon Snow and just like, could you help us find a place to rest? Seems these bunch are a bit scattered and, well, you're from around here. Suppose you'd know a good place.
I know a good place, but it was destroyed by the likes of those story ones. The rest, probably. Find a small place before you'd best.
Question, Sensei, and how loud is our voices right now in this place?
Considering you're out in the snow, it's not like that bad at the moment, you know? You're still outside. You're not like, it's not echoing amongst the cave because you're not in the cave yet.
Okay, good. All right.
A good thing to remember.
Oh. Yeah.
Also, here
And
you
then
go.
what is? What are we in a ditch right now or anything like that?
You're kind of
Are
in
these
a.
walls?
So no, let me explain. So kind of right now you are on this sort of how you say, this sort of pathway leading upwards. Down below you see as there are giant sort of crags and ravines that are, if I remember right, I think they're 40 feet downwards. No, there are steep slopes that basically plunge 20 feet downwards into a snowy ravine after that. So you're kind of having to make sure to not like sort of trip or miss a step or end up plummeting down there, because that's going to be bad. But the kind of pathway, it goes upwards at an incline, but it kind of zigzags a little bit until eventually the cave. Granted, you can kind of see the cave, or you would probably be able to see the entrance of the cave. It's just more of the snow and the fog blocking most of your vision at the moment.
And when did Oya and Aegon last see their family members?
From what you know, pretty much they weren't even able to get into the cave. Oyama Nartok was trying to sort of scout out, but she wasn't able to see them. She only saw the likes of the berserkers sort of cackling maniacally, and then she got basically chased out and nearly died.
Again, with what sticks?
You have eyes. You can shape eyes.
Want me to shave your eyes? Because I've got bows and arrows. And claws.
Well, here, there's no time. Well, there's no reason to just sit about and do nothing. Let us rest. Probably we can only afford a short rest. A long rest, I mean, 8 hours, maybe even 10, to look up towards this sort of shadowy sphere. I don't know if we have that time. But, I mean, I don't know. Roswell, you seem to know all the things about this. Would you be able to understand?
Would I?
Well, here, let's figure this out. Okay. Roz, make a history check.
History.
Root 4. Okay, so it's a 4, so you don't know much, but you know this. Okay, so time is weird in Voden. You guys all know that out of game. In game, it's weird as hell too. Now, typically in society, what would happen is you would, or people would carry around, stopwatches and stuff like that to be able to track time. So whenever it would turn from night and day, they would just click the stopwatch to be able to see, okay, this is how long it's been until, nightfall and all that stuff. Because trying to sort of calculate, oh yeah, I'll meet you in 2 days or whatever means nothing, because one single day could be 8 hours or it could be 500. You never really know. So it's really pointless in that sort of regard. Now, all of this considered, you look up and you're not really able, and considering the fact that it's nighttime and like the sky is acting up your main source of being able to tell what time it is, you're at a loss for words of what or how long you guys would have. It's really up to you if you want to risk it or if you want to play safe. The choice is yours to make in character.
Okay, well, and I walk past everybody and I'll go towards where Jon Snow is. And I'll plant myself over there and be like, well, you can take your chances taking a short rest here in a big, deep ravine down below where I don't know where my feet are. Or we can go towards the caves where there's angry people and we get hit. We're also
Yeah.
going to get hit if we stay out here anyway. So, I mean, like, depends on how you want to have the violence.
Plan is to convince them to join forces with us.
All right, well, let's chalk it up to a vote then. We have no time to no longer time to discuss then. All right, everybody, here's what we're gonna do. If you want to push on right now, then stand with Oyama Nartok over here. If you want to rest back or for a little bit, whether it's a short rest or a long rest, stand with Aegon. Or actually, here, we'll do it this way. If you want to take a short rest, stand with Aegon. If you want to take a long rest, stand with the Winter Wolf. All right, everybody can move your tokens where you wish. So, Again, Oyama Nartok says push on now. Aegon says short rest. Winterwolf says long rest.
Hmm.
Right. Everybody's like, fuck, man, what do I do?
I need my spells, man.
I want to push on, but I don't feel very confident about
Yeah.
that decision right now.
Yeah, I don't feel confident with not having, with having pretty much 2 casters out.
Yeah, and like you said,
Can you
like
hear me? Nope. No.
yeah, you saying have us menacingly in the background where like Ant is just bloodied and beaten. It's just like
Throwing out minor illusions because there's nothing else.
Lika, have you made a decision?
Player in me is like, well, if we go towards the cave and if they come out and then they're coming out, we're going to be Chinese finger trapped anyway. Is if the dome breaks while we're taking a rest and then the berserkers come out while we're taking a rest, well, we're still shit out of luck, regardless of where we are. Like, we're between a rock and a hard place. It just depends on where do we want to land. We just need to make a choice. That's all. If the choice is to save and get those berserkers on site, then at least there's an opportunity, however slim an opportunity that is, to get someplace safe to rest before the fight comes on. If we go back to where we came from and you went through the battlefield, then we're still going to be sitting ducks out there, regardless of what's going to happen. That's the player in me. Lika in general is like, well, we got to do something, but I can't do anything until we have everybody all together.
So Lika is still on this side from what it sounds like. They're on Oyama Nartok's side. Well, this isn't what the NPCs are saying. This is just for like the sake of you guys choosing as a group. So it sounds like Lika is more on push forward now. All right. So are these the final answers, Groswell? You were bouncing back and forth. Is this the one you want to do?
Winterwolf is long rest, right?
Yeah.
Then yes.
All right. 4 votes for long rest, 1 vote for pushing forward. Zappy's gonna join the likes of Leak because that made sense to him, even though he can't even understand you. I said, alrighty. So, the group decides to head back and take a long rest. At least finding a little small area. We're gonna still stay on the same map, but and try to rest as much as they can. And that said, who is taking the first watch? There are 3 watches while you try to rest up. You only need 2 people if you want more, or you can only you can use 1 if you want. But choice is yours.
I will take the
Take
last
first.
watch.
All right, Karos
I
for
would
the last
take
watch.
the last watch too.
All right,
I
Groswell
could
and
take
Karos.
one of them.
I'm gonna drag you guys over here.
I can be the first one if you guys want. Or actually, if I go for the last watch, then I could cook us up at some breakfast.
You'd be distracted, so you wouldn't be really watching. So you'd make your perception check at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Which is
but
fine. You're pretty
even then,
perceptive,
it's-
anyways. You know.
Yeah, so I
Alright.
mean, how fast does food spoil? My question.
Takes days.
Okay, then I can cook whenever.
All right, so William's taking the first watch. Is anybody joining William? Alrighty, Aegon will join you for that. And Oyama Nartok will take second watch if anybody else doesn't. Anthony Leak, are you taking second watch, or are you leaving it to one of the NPCs?
I did say I was going to take first watch.
Oh, you said you were going to take first watch? My bad. All right, so you'll take first watch with the likes of William. All right.
Okay.
Anthony, you taking watch, or are you leaving it to the NPCs because you're a little worse for wear?
Yeah, I was thinking that Anne would probably only take watch if it is absolutely necessary at this
Alright.
point.
Easy enough.
I'm half tempted to ask to have the watch with Jon Snow. Definitely not because he can be my parrot and talk for me or anything. Definitely not.
This is yours now. Do you want him to join you on this first watch?
Yeah, he's cuddly.
he will probably not let you cuddle him, but I wish you the best of luck, my friend.
I'm afraid you'll ask some questions and piss him off.
Alright, that said, I need Lika, William, and we'll make one for the Winter Wolf to all make perception checks. That said, while this is all happening, what do you say or do during this time?
William would like to cook us all some food. Do we have any food reserves on us?
Let's check the resources. Rime with the Frostmaiden has 7 out of 15 food at the moment. And this will be deducted, this will all be deducted next session. So.
Do you guys want some food?
Yes, because we always forget to feed ourselves.
Then I shall do that. Okay, disadvantage on perception check. Yeah,
9, 16, 19. Alright, you're sort of preoccupied at the moment, but between the likes of the one or Jon Snow, I should probably rename his token at this point. I'll do that right now. Between the likes of you and Lika, they are able to handle it. So, William, do you need to pull up the list for food? Or
yeah. In-game content chat, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay. I'll just do that, and you guys can do whatever.
Jon Snow has nothing really to say to you guys, unless you have something to say.
Oh,
William will-
Mr. John.
Yes.
How did you get involved with those metal wolves? Are they asleep?
You weren't there when I explained before.
No.
The
It's
wolves.
kind of away.
Metallic nature. They seemed to just emerge one day, arriving through the likes of the snow. I know not of their reasoning. I know that they only bend their knee to the likes of an alpha, or those who seem to be more powerful than it. I've seen the likes of another mechanical creature followed
Is
this
it a
sort of
bird?
way.
The bird?
Let's see, history check. 7. I have seen no bird, but I have seen animals like, and he'll sort of look over to the likes of Oyama Nartok and Aegon, who are pretty much, they're in their bear form, I just didn't change their token. But like, they're full-on polar bears right now. But similar to them, but mechanical.
Mechanical bears too?
Excuse
The-
me, this is actually silent, so what do you guys eat exactly? And the mechanical ones, do they eat?
Quite frankly, I am not sure. Some
I'll do you
sons.
steak. Or bacon. Bacon. You'll just start cooking some bacon.
He was actually going to continue saying and look over to the beast and says, some days they feast. Some sons they don't. I am
Do
unsure
they
if they
eat?
need to. They do bite and they do consume. But I know not why.
They talk like you?
They do not talk. Well, actually, hold on, I'll roll.
They were
Nice.
put to sleep.
He'll say they are quiet, but they are capable of speech.
They
They,
can talk, eh?
Oh wait, what the
They
fuck?
do.
When did a when did a pirate
I
get here?
did.
Wait a minute.
Hi, Par.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago.
Oh shit! And then Sammy just like turned their
Howdy.
cam off. I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on here?
Sorry about that.
You're all good, buddy.
Hello.
All right, here. Let me kick Terry Bot out of here.
Bye, Terry Bot.
I just didn't want to
Hi,
interrupt
Bot.
all the planning.
Oh no, we're on watch. Hi. It's nice to
Sure.
see you again.
It's nice to be here. I set an alarm for 9 o'clock, but yeah, that didn't happen apparently.
All good, my friend. All good. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna that worked. Hey, it worked. Cool. All right. So, as this is so, we'll actually grab the likes of Pyro in just a moment, but Jon Snow, after sort of finishing that sort of thing, he'll just kind of go silent. It seems to be he knows a little bit more than you guys, but he seems to be confused and just about as out of the loop with these things and the nature of them as you.
William investigates them. And he'll
I'd
be
like to
saying to Jon Snow, like, they did sleep. They're not mechanical. They have a soul.
As I'm concerned, they're sleeping now. You look over towards them. Make an intelligence check, William.
Okie dokie. Intelligence check. I am not great at that. Or
I mean, shit, they could be asleep.
William has not said a word to Lika at all, right?
I've waved at you a couple of times, but that's on FaceCam.
Aww. Well, Lika is just gonna follow William, and if you're investigating, she look at the mechanical creature while she's supposed to be on watch, straight in the nose.
As you do, you see as its eyes begin to immediately shine sort of red for a moment, blare outwards, and you just hear as it begins to slowly turn on, and it almost nearly wakes you as you look over and see as the mechanical wolf awakens. And hey, you guys can actually use the new emote for the Kroga Farber emote for that one, because that's basically what it looks like. As they have like Terminator eyes for a moment.
Hello. Sorry, I'm disrupting your rest. I'm just curious about you.
They don't respond.
You can talk, can't you? You can understand everything I'm saying, can't you?
They look dead ass at you and they do not move.
And can I do an animal handling check on that?
You can certainly try.
I'm going to try and help you on this one. I'm going to try and help on this one.
Well, you can't wait till after she does it. This be like, oh yeah, she failed. All right, now let me help. You gotta say it beforehand, because it definitely did look.
I didn't want to interrupt.
But funny enough, that dice did is like, oh yeah, we got you 19, psych 1. Oh man. So as you try to do anything or try to make any like conversation or talk or like sort of move with it, it does not move. It does not breathe. It makes no sound. It just stares off, not moving in the slightest.
Okay, fine. Go to sleep.
Can William
I'll
kneel
be watching
down?
you.
Can William kneel down and just hold forwards a piece of bacon? If I already cooked that. I don't know if I cooked it yet.
I would I can say this is after the end of your short rest. Yeah, you make an animal handling check. DC's a little higher, but sure. Natural 20 for a total of 24. You will see at this point, it looks over towards William, who seems to have a bit of food. And as you sort of offer it to them, they're able to get the sense that you're trying to provide it to them. They will walk over and just open their sort of maw and bite down and start chewing in this, again, robotic sort of motion in nature.
Zephyr, or not Zephyr, William's gonna look inside their mouth while they're eating. Are they completely mechanical?
Make a perception check. 9. So, investigation, good idea. But you look inside, and it seems to be all of the sort of mechanical gears. The technology itself is way, way beyond you. It's not even in the sense of, well, Oleum, you actually, yeah, you're kind of unsure of like how you even got here in the first place. You not being necessarily a native, or you're not sure whether you are a native of this place or not, but you look over towards it, and it doesn't even seem to be the highest form of technology from wherever you come from or wherever you even remember. This is highly advanced. In fact, there doesn't seem to be any flesh or fur on their body, or either inside or out. Nothing to resemble the likes of a normal animal.
Hey. Lika, you'll just hear or sense some sort of presence in your mind, and then you'll hear. They did fall asleep to a spell. It seems like they have some sort of soul.
They were there when one of our friends got taken by a Stormbird, or at least things that look like them. There's a Stormbird, mechanical also, and they took our friend Thorin with them. I don't know where they took them, and I'm a little bit hesitant to trust any creatures like this, but a new friend. I'm gonna learn how to trust you, and you seem very nice. May I please have a piece of bacon?
He'll hold it forwards, and
He's gonna nom it exactly the same way as the wolf.
Just as you're being to beat or eat the likes of the bacon.
Did I ever roll to cook it, actually? In case I learned the recipe.
Yeah, just in case it was, yeah, if you're able to do anything like that. Make a survival check for me. Do you have cooking utensils as a proficiency?
Let's
find out. Nah, you got a herbalism kit, but that's it.
So that was survival. What the fuck?
Hey, Lika, make a, oh god, So the bacon, it comes out and it's to be desired. It could be a lot better,
I'm
make
gonna make a Constitution saving throw for salmonella.
Oh god. Oh man. Oof. 7. Yeah, it's
The moment it goes into my mouth, she's gonna vomit it out right over the edge of this ravine. Well, not right over the edge, but she's gonna be dangerously close to the edge of the cliffside.
Sorry, it's quite cold here. I don't quite know how to cook it too hot.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. You try. You try.
I can try. I can try again.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna do watch now.
John, do you want any?
He'll look over and he'll just say, "Meat is meat," and then just bite down and start chewing.
He's very tempted to give him a head pat.
You don't want to do that. You don't want
he's
to
a big wolf, but he's William sees dog. William sees dog. He's reminded of the farm. He wants to stroke the farm dog.
Do you stroke the farm dog?
Can I make an animal handling?
You can certainly try.
Maybe you should ask first.
As you begin to do so, he immediately, as you reach your hand and place it upon him, he immediately looks up and just starts snarling towards you. And then begins almost as a sort of instinctual reaction before looking at you and then just realizing who it is and then just let it go. Granted, you don't continue, I assume, because at this point, it kind of had a negative reaction, so you kind of stop. But
I
yeah.
did not mean to startle you. I'm sorry. You just look soft.
Feel a tail brush right over your leg a little bit as Lika walks away from you, very carefully, bumping herself right beside the wolf, and goes, "Hi, Mr. John." She lightly taps him on the shoulder,
What?
just saying hello. Then she'll just sit and plop, Indian cross-legged style, and just look very, very unaffected by everything.
And that said, you sit there for the remainder of your watch as it goes by uneventful. You do not, Jon Snow does not respond to anything at this point. He just sits there brooding in silence as the shadows lengthen around him. No, I'm kidding. But that's it. Alright. Oh, yeah, Minar talking Aegon's watch. We'll roll for them. Alright, perception check. So with advantage. 15 for Aegon. Makes perception check. 21. Seems to be that their watch goes by uneventful. Oh. Wait, hold on. Let me look at something real quick. Let me look at my notes for just a moment. I just gotta remember something.
He just wants to kill us again.
It's kind of sus, Sensei. Kind of
Yeah.
Hey man, you guys decided to sleep
even
outside
kind
the
of
fucking
that.
cave for a brief moment in time. Hey man. Hold on one moment. Oh god. That would be some shit. That would be something. Okay, hold on one second. Oh, I know what I can look up. Yeah, no one's outside, so you guys gotta just wait for me.
I thought we went back a little bit, that we weren't exactly right outside the cave.
Yeah, you guys did. But hold on, I'm trying to see something. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay. Okay, good to know. Alright, that said, you guys are fine. For now. So, next up in Watch, I believe it is Karas and Groswarl. As you guys awaken, make your perception checks, and after that, do you guys say or do anything with one another in the meantime? Out your watch. $16 for Groswarl, and then looking for Karas to bring us home with the perception. Oh, were you actually able to get back into your Foundry, Bimroth? Oh, I disconnected from Discord. Alright, hold on guys, hold on chat. Discord decided to disconnect. We're still online though, right guys? Let me know in chat if you guys can still hear me. Yeah, Discord I think decided to update.
There's no more Rime. We're just here. He's talking by himself and feeling his
Cosmic
GM
elite.
self.
Oh,
You know what? We just
The
left.
dungeon god
just
has
left.
willed this game to continue. Silence. I
He
have evolved.
dropped us. Like, why?
Have
That being said, hello everybody. All right, let me fix this real quick. And it's I think it's real
you're
good.
Not Pyre.
What?
It was showing on the overlay that you were me.
Oh, okay. All right, I think it's good now. Is it? Yeah, we're good. Okay.
What was happening? Because it cut out to me before we
Oh.
even got to our watch.
Basically, I was just saying that Karas make a perception check as well as Groswarl, and then on top of that, what are you two doing throughout throughout your watch? If there's anything you say or anything you do, then now's the time for it. If not, then you guys stay silent and you stay ever watching throughout the remainder of
I
it.
wasn't happy here.
Yeah, sure. You can sort of look towards Zappy. Zappy is you kind of look over towards him, and he's a fella that kind of wakes up every like 10 minutes and doesn't really get much sleep because of it, because he's just like, and then also he just stays awake a long time because he kind of has that one thing where it's like, oh, but what if, you know, what if cheese is actually a fruit secretly? He just has like random sort of thoughts that just keep him up at night that prevents him from sleeping. He has one of those
That's
type
me.
of brains.
Yeah, that's me too. Big mood.
Yeah. So you're able to eventually sort of call him over if you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this.
Better not do it. I think you're gonna do. All right.
Animal. Yeah, speak with animals.
Yeah, I thought so, you bastard. God damn it. All right. I'm just gonna start having to come up with NPC entire names for every animal I implement now.
Yes.
I was gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna have to do this for serious. No, I've gotta do it for Karos as well. All right, what kind of
I
voice?
mean, this was bound to happen. We were going to have the Pokemon one shot.
Yeah. All right, I'm thinking like kind of like a Gen voice for this guy, but like super excitable.
I can't
Yeah.
see his token, by the way.
Oh, you can't see his token? I got you. Boop, boop, boop. Hi!
There he is.
All right, so here's the voice I'm thinking for this guy. Well, what do you say to him first off?
I'm gonna ask him what's wrong. Why can't you sleep like the rest of them? I can see you keep waking up.
Yeah, so I get really excitable, and I kind of think of these other sort of crazy sort of adventure ideas of like, oh man, what if what if the whole entire sphere just crashes down on us immediately? And what if the starry ones are gonna immediately start blasting everything? And it'll be like, wow, woo, bunch of explosions, wow! And that's what he says, and just bombards your mind.
Ooh. Damn, that's a lot to take in.
Oh, sorry, I had to do that a lot. Sorry. Wait, you can speak to me? Oh, that's new.
Yes.
Cool.
Well,
He's gonna lick your face.
We spoke before.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah. So, how are those people here?
What people? You mean Groswell?
I mean everyone.
Well, I think everyone is actually really cool, except for the starry ones. The starry ones are actually really dangerous and kind of scary looking. I don't really like those individuals, but you know, I mean, they're pretty cool, I guess. They kind of look cool. Yeah, Purple Lightning. Hey, you want to see a trick?
Yes.
All right, he's gonna do a. Oh God, I didn't think you'd get this far. All right, he's gonna do an acrobatics check. He does a backflip. Woo!
Oh. Oh.
Oh, that's a front flip.
I know.
All right, that's it. He does it. It's a lot faster than that, I swear, guys. But yeah, he does a backflip.
Karas will look at him, and that's pretty cool. And
You're
gonna
pretty
try to gonna do a front flip.
Acrobatics check 16 is not bad. Yeah, you do a pretty decent front flip. You kind of have to worry about not sort of tripping and slipping off of the ice, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Want to be friends?
Yes.
Sure, he's gonna.
I like you.
He's gonna lick your face. He's gonna give you a little shot kiss. That's it.
Nice. Also, I'm gonna say I can't always understand you though, so I have to focus on a spell.
Oh, it's because I talk really fast. Should I talk really slow? Like, hi,
No.
I'm Za. I don't know my name. What's your name?
Aras.
Aris? Nice to meet you, Aris.
Aras. Aras.
Oh, you mean Ars? Nice to meet you, Ars.
You know what? Sure, you can call me that.
All right. That's it. That's what the majority of this conversation goes through. Also, keep in mind, Groswarl, you look over at Karos and he is barking to the likes of Zappy for the next like 20 minutes in front of you while you're keeping watch. Is there anything you say or do in reaction?
Groswarl just kind of looks at them kind of confused, but like gets their attention at some point and just makes the like keep the noise down motion.
Sorry, he's just talking so quickly and is so excitable. It just makes me excited too.
Okay, that's okay. Let's just indoor voices.
Yeah, but besides, he also thinks you're pretty cool. So you know.
That's me as a person being like, Zappy loves me. No, we're talking about gross raw raw. Okay. Yes, Zappy, you're a good puppy.
Oh, that's
But yeah,
his
just
name.
keep it down. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
See, that's your name, Zappy, I guess.
Oh, my name's Zappy? You mean Zoppy?
Yes.
Zoopy?
Yes.
Zip, zap,
Zappy.
zap,
Zappy.
Zappy. Okay, make an animal handling check to see if you'll remember this. 15? Alright, we'll make an insight check. He doesn't really have much. Oh, he doesn't have the blink dog stats here. Let me go grab the blink dog real quick. Boop-a-doo-doo-doo. One moment. Blink dog, insight. They're not good at it. +1, 5. Alright, he heard it and it went out the other ear.
Okay.
We'll get there eventually, though.
Yeah.
All right, that said, that is what happens throughout your watch. The good news is nothing happened. The bad or potentially upsetting news or bad news is you've lost a little bit of time and now you are in a mad dash to continue with what you need to do. You all gain the benefits of a long rest, but at what cost? Everybody hit your token?
We'll see.
And let's see what happens. All right. Aegon's gonna hit that good old long rest button. Did her stats change? Okay, they did. Okay, dope. Jon Snow is gonna gain HP. All right. Oh, and let me. The wolves will also gain their HP. That said, as you guys all awaken, does the party continue forth?
Yes.
Yes, let's go.
All right. So, as you guys begin to do so, you take one step forward and immediately, Groswell, as you're, I'm assuming, the lead, you just see a giant face or just a giant hand that sort of blocks your face for a moment. And you back up and you see the likes of the Keeper. Just literally right in front of you, just hand out, just sort of almost stiff arming you for a brief moment. He's like, wags his finger, and then he just begins to slowly just sort of punch the likes of the dirt below, and then he pulls out from underneath the likes of Pyro. Boop.
Hey Sensei, tell me how you truly feel.
Alright, my bad. I'll make sure to put you in the dirt this session, truly. Oh man. But no, the Keeper just sort of literally like, it's kind of like he's pulling a root from the ground. He just pulls up Pyre and then just sort of dusts his sort of cloak off, pats him on the back, and then sort of tips his hat and then jumps into the hole like a bunny rabbit and disappears. Never to be seen again. Till the next time.
Pyre is the Undertaker.
There's
You hear
another
it?
one of those.
You hear a loud gong from afar. Oh
This
man.
time.
I said, Pyre, you basically awaken and you do gain the benefits of a long rest. It seems to be, you're a smart enough character, very, very smart in fact. It seems that the party is just now waking up from a rest. You're unsure of what happened in between that time because you arrived here with them, like to this area, but yeah.
I don't sleep.
Oh yeah, that is true. You just kind of sit there.
With Zappy.
Oh god. Well, that said, Pyre, is there anything you do, or do you just fall in line and join the likes of the party?
He's probably a little like disheveled and just kind of like not really fully awake, so he's just gotta kind of just stand there and let people pass him.
That said, if that's the case, I'm gonna bring all of your characters, this entire little miniature army of ours, and I'm gonna bring you guys all together for what's to come next. All right, so as the armada begins to make their way up the likes of this sort of cliffside, They begin to, or everybody make a perception check for me.
As Pyro's going,
Actually, here. All right, here.
can he be like picking up things that would be useful for like materials?
Honestly, out of this entire way, I mean, it's really just the likes of rocks and, I mean, sticks, but nothing that can probably get you a bit of materials, really. Not in here, at least. Or not on the outskirts of here.
Okay. Well, he wants to make a set of thieves' tools, so he's gonna start looking for materials to do so.
Yeah, to start crafting them and all that. That said, for anybody who rolled above a 10, or excuse me, not a 10, excuse me, a 15, you would look over and you would see as there is a pile of sort of trash off to the side in this area right here. It seems to be something sort of flying out, or not flying out of it currently, but it does seem to be like bits of debris, trash, but also even the likes of blood and carcasses as well out there. You look above it, and what seems to be probably the area that it came from is this small little hole, like a kind of like a chute that seems to be leading further inside of the mountain off to the side. Besides that, you also do, anybody who rolled above a 17 would notice as there are a couple of tracks amongst the ground, a set of footprints even. Looking about them, it seems to be the set of 4 humanoid footprints, from what you can tell, but that's about all, really. Granted, the snow has sort of covered it mostly, but you're able to roll high enough to at least witness that it was there in the first place.
Which direction are the footprints going, south or north?
South. Or excuse me.
4 sets of footprints.
Yeah. Or actually, excuse me, I got that wrong. It is not 4, it is 3 sets of footprints going south. That said, do you guys say or do anything, or do you guys continue heading into the entrance of the cave?
Should someone try to climb through that chute?
Well, don't look at me. I'm not fitting through that. She'll look towards Lika, but not say anything.
Right.
Lika, if you
Like
have a
my
past
entire-
perception of, oh, go ahead.
Hold on, sorry. Like everything is freezing on me, so I have to do some mechanical stuff. 1 second.
Gotcha. Also, Bimrotha, your camera was off again, if you were trying to turn it back on.
Alright, I was taking my jumper off, I forgot.
Nah, you're good, bud. You're good. But that said, oh yeah, but Naruto would just mention, yeah, I'm probably not going to fit through that. Anybody else want to try to fit through that thing? I do not know where it leads, though.
Maybe better not to split up anyway. Just a suggestion.
Fair enough. Alright, well, if that's the case, then let's get going. You guys continue forth, heading up the legs of the causeway and more. And eventually, you guys find the likes of definitely a stranger sort of area. Let me get my notes out and tell you what you see. So, you see built around the mouth of this cave is some sort of ramshackle wooden portico, crudely shaped like a bear's head with its mouth agape. The tunnel beyond it, leading into this sort of cave, is completely dark. Those of you without dark vision can't really see past it, and will probably need a light source. But regardless, it's this sort of crudely shaped thing. It's kind of a mockery of a bear. You're not entirely sure how or why it was made. It's not made out of like an actual bear skull or anything like that. It's just made out of wood to look like a bear. Alright.
Pyro's flying blind, so as it gets darker, he's starting to bump into walls.
You
Ika
guys-
will look at her backpack and take out one of the torches and just casually light it up.
Reminder, everybody who ate that snow rice, also whatever weapon they had on them glows. So technically, I think most of us have glowing weapons that
Oh, shoot.
allow us to that help us see in the dark.
You are 100% correct. Hey, you never knew when that was gonna come in handy, but apparently it did now. Let me go look at the snow rice and see exactly how far it makes your weapons glow. I love cooking mechanics. Special shout out to Sean for or AK the player of Agni for making that little cooking mechanics a thing. Okay, so they shine out for 15-foot radius of bright light and a 15-foot radius of dim light. Dope. And who is holding a weapon at the moment? Karas. Oh, did I disconnect from Discord again?
No, I think who's holding it? Gross, I guess.
It can be as many people or as many people who actually ate the snowy rice. So if you have a weapon,
Yeah, everyone
let me
who
know.
ate it, one weapon.
I don't have a weapon.
All right.
I don't need to eat.
Oh damn, yeah, that's right. Well, you have dark vision anyway, so you're kind of fine. All right. That said, if that is the case, if no one else, well then shoot. If no one else, Graz, you ate it, right? And you
Yes.
have multiple weapons, so if you could just really take your pick. All right. That said, if that is the case, everybody else goes by without a weapon. Lika, you light the lights of a torch, and as you do so, to light your way. You guys may move your tokens. The map is live. Continue forth as you will. All right. So, I'll describe things as you guys are sort of going through the likes of this. Pyro, as you're kind of bumping through, you're kind of having to stay near the individuals with the most light sources, but as you continue to ascend up this path, you eventually find a sort of inclining area that it sort of inclines about 5 feet upwards, and you walk into this sort of 20-foot high chamber. Up above, you can see as these sort of icicles are sort of almost freezing over, and some are occasionally dropping a bit of water off to the side, but for the most part, this area seems to be still frozen as well. You look about, and there also seems in the center to be this strange, naturally formed pillar supporting the entire chamber itself. Up above, you can also see amongst this sort of or icicle-filled roof, it is a sort of dome-shaped kind of area. Regardless, in front of here, you see the likes of 2 small little alcoves set in the north wall that are fitted with these sort of rusty kind of iron gates. Chains and padlocks and keys are sort of discarded lying on the floor outside of them, but those you would have to see as there seems to be something inside the cell, but right now where your characters are, you won't be able to see much of inside. All right. That said, what do you guys look for inside the likes of here?
Are there like boxes and tools around here?
In this area, no, not really. This seems to be just the main sort of entrance area, but you also, one thing to also mention is you do see there's 2 pathways, one leading to the north and another leading to the south. The choice is yours on where you want to go to, but, I don't know why I said Greythros, what the fuck? I don't know where the hell that came from. Yeah, Grozwarl and Lika, if you would make investigation checks for me. You too, Pyre.
You said there's keys like laid about this room, right?
Yes, that is correct. There seem to be they're kind of like mixed between outside, like there's a key in the first one kind of outside the sort of gate looking thing, but also in the second one kind of where towards Grozwarl it's sort of on the inside, so someone with like smaller hands could probably just sort of pick it up and just easily grab it from the outside of it. That said,
Okay.
with your investigation
Pyre's just
checks,
gonna
go ahead.
Picking up keys then.
Easy enough. That's it. You gain yourself 1 key, but Grozwarl and Pyre, you look inside and you see as each of these shells are fragments of a shell of a bluish white egg that seem to be almost halfling sized. So there seems to be like the shell of 1 egg in here, but it's completely broken out. Again, size of a halfling, so about 3 feet-ish tall. And there also seems to be another sort of blue and whitish shell that's also been broken and wide open. Same size and more.
Is there a monster inside this cage?
Inside the cage now, no. If you want, Pyro, you can make a nature check for me. Or if anybody wants to give them advantage and assist them, you may also, or you can do so. Anybody assist them,
I
Pyro?
will do so.
All right, Cross. Give you
Sorry,
or you
Sensei,
give.
I'm just freezing here. Sorry.
Oh no, you're all good.
So do I?
Yeah,
get
you get advantage
or are
for
we both
nature.
wrong? Okay.
All right, 12 and 24. Nice. So, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Pyre. You look over at this, and okay, you begin to start between you and Karas. You begin to think of the possible sort of the possible things or creatures that come out of eggs, right? You think of like your standard chickens. You think of your standard reptiles and all that other stuff. But what keeps throwing you off is the sheer size of them and also the white and bluish nature. And as you look towards, you kind of just draw blanks. You kind of draw blanks back at left and right, even with the 24. The most you can kind of see and get a hint at is maybe in that small sort of inkling. Maybe it could be the likes of a draconic individual. But that doesn't make sense. There aren't really any dragons that exist, or dragons don't really exist. But then you think back, and the only dragon that you've ever really heard of, well, not really heard of, more of seen, were the two dragons when this crazy wild journey began. So, that being, if you don't remember, this is for everybody, being a sort of watery sea dragon of the sorts, and another being a an astral dragon, if you will. So, unsure of what these could kind of possibly be. But I can at least say this: the eggs, from what you can tell, they definitely hatched a couple of years ago. Probably roughly. Karos is kind of able to add more on this than you, but roughly 3 years ago. I said, what do you say and what do you do as you come to your conclusion?
Is there like a gate, like a keyhole?
Yeah, you can easily sort of, because you have the key, you could just sort of open this thing if you wanted to.
Okay, so
Did
it
I go
kind of
through
opens.
the bars?
Lika, your hand could go through the bars easy.
Pyre?
Actually, how
You
tall is
opening the
Lika, real
gate?
quick?
3 feet.
3 feet. You could, Lika, you look over at it, and it would be very, very difficult, but you have a possibility of being able to fit through the bars without having to sort of open it.
What are
Pyre
the
would-
bars made out of?
The bars themselves are kind of made out of rusty iron kind of texture and structure.
Okay. She'll look over to Pyre.
Pyro's probably, as he's investigating, he's probably gonna like open the gate and kind of walk in and start talking like to himself a little bit, about, well, they look draconic, and he starts pulling out his like notebook and taking notes and kind of noting characteristics.
Mm-hmm. Easy enough. As you begin to do so, you look forth and you look towards the characteristics, and it seems to be, as you're able to get further in, you find the likes of, in further little small holes, the likes of things or places where things could obviously be stored, but spoiled sort of food and kind of, not materials, but Mainly just sort of food and kind of rags and more bloodied rags, but still rags in general.
Okay.
How
Anything-
heavy are these iron bars?
You make a strength check if you're trying to. Are you trying to open them like forcefully?
No, I want to break them apart.
Yeah.
That's material.
You make a you make an athletics check on that one, Lika, if you want to.
No, instead she's gonna look at Graz and or Anth and or Karas and be like, no, don't really have a lot of stuff, but it would be nice to have a bit of a barricade in case something goes down, or at least something heavy to act as a shield or something. Thoughts?
First, we should probably talk to those people.
Oh, did they not? Were they not dragged in? Oh, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, you didn't drag in the NPCs.
I thought I did. I guess I was guess I was doing something else. My bad.
Hmm.
We should probably first talk to those people, you know, before we
Yeah.
start destroying the place apart.
Yeah, usually negotiations go better when you don't vandalize someone's home first.
What? No.
Well, they probably didn't want to be in these cages anyway.
But they're still theirs.
Okay.
That shoot was from. See, that shoot that you've seen outside. It's probably like a place where they dispose of things. So that's to the south. Probably their leaders or someone will be to the north.
Hmm.
I think we should
Okay.
go to the north now.
I think Mr. Pyro's investigating something. He was muttering something about dragons.
If he's basically, hey Sensei, just as a kind of a blanket thing, as we're kind of going through, if there's like materials that seem like they've been left behind or left in a hurry, or like any sort of keys, he's gonna basically like hoard everything.
All right. I'll say this: make a quick survival check. You're able to get a little bit of stuff in this area. Not much, but a little bit.
You said survival.
Yep, survival. 19. Yeah, you're able to get about. It's not much, but it's still honest stuff. You're able to get one material and then one soul coin as you find another one sort of stashed behind in this sort of alcove.
Have we figured out what the soul coins are for yet?
Not yet. You kind of haven't really like sort of played around and investigated with them to see what they're capable of. Kind of been like busy, you know.
Yeah. Well, at least our materials aren't stolen by a greedy businessman now.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That said, so where does the party head next? Do they head to the north or do they head to the south?
I have a quick question. This thing right here, this is like a ridge, I'm assuming, right? Like if we're up here, like where this wolf is, that's the high ground, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Goswarl is going to say maybe we should go to the south because if anybody comes in, then they would have to go up and around, and that might give us more time to potentially fight them off.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right. So, south it is then, it seems. All right. As you guys begin to continue forth, I'll open this area for you. Continue down southwards. You guys may drag your characters.
Is the other cell empty?
The other cell, I'm assuming that you basically picked everything from the both cages.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And there was the other key. You said there was 2 keys in here?
Yeah, from what you could assume, for both sort of cells. So taking the likes between the likes of you, Leak, or anybody else who would try to, you're able to sort of grab the key, open up both of them, grab what's ever inside, and then head back or head downwards. With the rest of the party. All right. So hold on, hold on. Stop right there, girls. We're all about right here. So as you begin to walk into this area, you see a couple of things. Let me drag all the NPCs. You're kind of like, it's, goddamn, I've used this before, but it's kind of like the Scooby-Doo sort of show where you stop and you see something and then everybody crashes into you like right behind one after the other. Yeah, because what you see is one of the strangest sights and creatures that you thought were only in myths and legends. As you enter this area, you find this 8-foot-high cave that is unfurnished and unlit, but a hole in the southwest corner that seems to be the mouth of an open chute. You, Groswald, with your keen senses of smell, it reeks of blood and filth horrendously. But you look over off to the side and you see a sort of small little pile of gold and riches and loot. But beside it are two individuals sort of curled up amongst each other, and these tiny, tiny little white dragon creatures. You keep in mind now, in typical Dungeons and Dragons settings, oh, dragons are a thing. Of course they're a thing. I mean, they're very, very rare and very scary, sure, but you know, they exist. In Voden, I mean, you've seen Dragonborn, you've seen kobolds, you've seen even half dragons, but you never really thought that the full-on dragons were a thing, or they were completely like only heard in like sort of bedtime stories at this point. So you see two of them, smaller in fact, curled up amongst each other. Also, hey, from your big sister, Spike, they're gonna give you a D6 inspiration, Groz.
Yeah, that's my girl. Love you, Spike.
I'll kill you! I love you, man.
Hey, now we're buddies. That's how all good friendships start.
True. That said, what do you are Karas, you sort of approach forth and you see the likes of Groswell as they stomp. What do you say and what do you do? They seem to be sleeping at the moment.
Oh. I slowly start approaching them. Should I roll stealth?
Yeah, you're gonna want to roll stealth. You take, alright, so here's what happens. Carlos, you're like, alright, I'm gonna try stealth. And you take one step. Actually, do you want to describe your failure or you want me to?
Okay, I can describe it.
Go for it, buddy.
Okay. See, I take the step forward.
Uh-huh.
I have a cloak.
Oh no.
And there's the armor, right?
Uh-huh.
The cloak actually falls off. I slip on the cloak. My sword's banging on my armor just made shit ton of noise.
Oh my god. As this happens, you see as Karos just eats shit for a second and slips down. You're knocked prone, and as the ting 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 of the armor and swords begin to go off, they echo through the cave for a brief moment, and immediately these individuals look up, and they look towards you. Oh boy. And at this point, they begin to almost snarl, begin to sort of yell out stuff. Does anybody here speak Draconic?
I do.
You do speak Draconic? Okay. They'll basically say along the lines of, what are you doing here? Intruders, and plenty of them.
Can I do something in that?
Sure, go for it.
At this point, Ant would just turn around and just tell her, oh, back up, slowly, please. Into hallway as everyone's just stuck and gather up.
As you try to, it's just like, here, back up slowly. Sorry, back up slowly. It's like a game of telephone as you guys are all trying to back up. And between like the giant bears, it's a process. Jon Snow has to sort of try to back up as a wolf, which is that's something. That's not the easiest thing to do. It takes you a little bit. But as this sort of process is happening, you guys move your tokens and try. Karas, Groswald, Pyre, you guys being the closest, what are you doing?
As I am trying to pick myself up, I just replied to them. I just wanted to see if everything is alright with you.
They'll look visibly confused as this person just walks in with an armada of people and is just like, oh yeah, I just want to see what's up. What's good? What's happening? What's happening? And they just look towards you and say, we were doing fine and we're taking a nice old nap, and now we see a bunch of intruders trying to take our horde. Well,
we're not trying to take your horde. No.
So a threat! You are taking our horde. And
I don't care about gold. Listen to me.
As it sounds like it's arguing, and will use comprehend languages to get in on the conversation.
Alright, you hear the likes of just arguing about gold and Kara's trying to take it, and immediately you'll see as the creatures are getting ready to... Wait, hold on, I'm gonna see if they even have this. Make sure. Features. Yeah, there seem to be sort of breathing in, and all the sort of air begins to slowly grow colder and more as they take a big old breath. What are you doing, Anthus? You're able to understand the conversation. Last chance.
So it seems like they want to fight.
Make an insight check.
All right.
14. So look at you. You're trying to gauge the entire situation. You, especially being a more social person, right? So you look around. It's like, okay, I can see how this. I can see how we fucked up here. So we kind of intruded into their lair. They're dragons, and also make a history check on top of this to see if what you know about dragons, if anything at all. 16. All right, you being actually, you can make it with advantage. You're a Tails Bard. 10, 16. All right. So 16. You knowing dragons, I mean, they have hordes. They are kind of greedy, I think. So it seems to be that they think that Chaos is trying to take their entire horde, as well as you and the rest of these individuals, that you're probably a bunch of ragtag group of adventurers trying to plunder and get glory of the sorts, and they're not having it because that's their money. Why would they ever let you take their money? They're probably going to kill you to defend themselves and defend their money.
Question.
Yes.
Is it fire?
No.
I can see through their mouth, from the mouth.
No.
No. What is it?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Because I want to do something.
11. Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's a very, very subtle kind of thing that you're not even really able to really.
Okay. Either way, I just pick up my cloak, put it back on.
Okay.
Stand as tall as I can.
Oh no.
And just tell them in Draconic, I'm not trying to steal your horde. And go ahead, try to burn me or whatever you do.
Does Karas has his weapons out?
I mean, fuck, bro. Go ahead, do it.
Looking like they don't phase me at all, whatever they're trying to do.
Make an intimidation check with disadvantage because they saw you just literally slip on your ass. Anth, what are you trying to do?
Is Karas holding his weapons, like, or are all your swords or seated, or are you like holding your weapons at the moment?
No,
Okay.
my weapons are sheathed. I'm just looking at them.
Well, as you say,
I want them to burn me or whatever they want to do.
Alright, if you want them to burn them, well, shit. I mean, these type of dragons, I mean, if it was any other type of dragon, then yeah, maybe they'll listen, hear you out, but fuck. Not a white dragon. Hell no. They immediately look towards you, look in unison, and they breathe cold upon exactly Karas.
Absorb elements.
Absorb elements? Well, as all this happens, your souls are shackled, and the time for battle is now. Everybody, roll for initiative.
God damn! I should have just fucking cast sleep and hope they don't have million health.
I vote that we don't kill the dragons, but we
Oh yeah,
knock
yeah,
them
yeah, yeah, yeah.
unconscious.
I'm not gonna kill them. I don't want to kill them.
Oh.
They're not gonna listen. They are fucking.
Hey, can I get
Dragons.
Can I get some Kroga Bunga emotes in chat? Oh my
I
god.
mean, Pyro sees this. They attacked us. That gold is ours now.
No!
Just saying. No, no.
No!
No.
But
You
dragon
went
friends!
and poked a sleeping dragon.
All right,
Yeah, two
that's
of them.
that said. All right, everybody's rolled for initiative, I believe. Yep, Leek, we need you to roll. Do you need me to roll initiative for you?
No, I finally got in because I had to start.
Man,
Alright.
if only comprehend
There's no
languages actually
active
let this
encounter
be.
in my viewer scene.
You may want to refresh Foundry. Cause yeah, there is.
I did. I just refreshed it.
Yeah,
I'll
here.
just roll an Avery. I have a +4.
Okay. Let me know what you get. All right, let's see what this is gonna be.
I rolled a 1, so I'm a 5.
I mean, it makes sense because you are in the complete back of this entire encounter. Oops, I rolled for you.
Yeah, I
Hold on,
was with
update.
Zappy.
All right, if that's the case, top of the round, we have the Winter Wolves off to the side. I don't think they, well, actually, hold on. We got to go through a couple of first actions. All right, because surprise round rules, well, it's not really a surprise. They know what you're going to do, but this kind of all happens at once. So we're going to pick one cold breath that goes off, and Karos, you can cast absorb elements immediately. All right.
Yeah.
So cold breath coming at you, Karos. This is going to be hopefully not that bad. Did not roll. It did not. Make a Constitution saving throw. You'll succeed with a 13, which is good because you're about to take 5d8 of cold damage, reduced because you did absorb elements. Very, very smart. You take half of 21, so a total of 10 points, which is also reduced further. You take 5 points of damage because you used absorb elements. So, as they unleash this sort of cold breath, it strikes you into your form, and you see as bits of your armor freezes over and turns to ice. As they begin to unleash the breath, they look towards you and unleash this sort of almost hungry and sort of sinister smile. That is their initial turn. After that, the wolf's turn. Okay, so this individual, we don't even know if he hears any of this because this just kind of happens. Natural 1, nah, he's following orders. He is backing up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No uses action to probably just sit there. That's really it. Hasn't really received anything else. Oh, wait, what the hell? Did it do it again? All right, I gotcha. For some reason, Foundry's been lagging. Like, with it's been delaying stuff for some reason.
Yeah, Foundry's been weird today.
Yeah, it's been happening for whatever reason. We'll get it fixed before the next session. All right, this individual's turn. He is going to roll once more to see if he gets his breath weapon again. We'll find out what happens. That's a 1. He does not. So as this occurs, you'll see as the creature begins to fly over with breakneck speed and just tries to reach over and claw into your neck. He's gonna make a bite attack towards you, Kraros, and we'll see what happens. That is a 9. He goes flying wise. You're able to sidestep him out of the way. No effect.
Why did that heal me?
Say again?
Why did that heal me?
I don't know. I think it's all lagging.
Just take the win. Just take the win.
No. But you're good. All right. That said, you don't have to. If you fail concentration, just let me know. I'll redact it. All right, Anth.
I can just skip it.
Oh, okay. Anth, you receive initiative as you see the likes of a battle breaking out between the likes of these draconic foes. You can speak draconic, but they are breathing cold. They're attacking Karos. What you want to do?
Wait, I can speak Draconic?
Or you can
understand.
comprehend it. There you go.
Yeah, I can understand. I can't really. I mean, I could attempt, but with hearing few words, it's probably not fluent. I'd like to attempt to do a intuition check to see their what kind of health these guys have.
All right, make a wisdom check for me.
Ah, fuck.
Between the likes of a natural 2, you're not able to understand this moment in time. The battle breaks out and it kind of throws you off for a moment. What else would you like to do for the rest of your turn?
I will cast I will cast sleep at 2nd level.
2nd level, all right, you throw it towards them. 19, ah man, 19 as you cast the spell. A little bit of it, they begin to become a little drowsy, but then they just almost begin to, well, yeah, they will roar and they will shake it off in unison. No effect, sadly. As this happens, as they roar, it echoes throughout the likes of the cave once more.
Shit.
And Oyama Nartok, Aegon looks around after hearing it, and Aegon is just like, shit, something's happening. William, you're not able to hear it because you're deaf. Alika, you are
Would
able
I
to
be
hear
able
it.
to see it from there? I do have good perception.
Oh, actually, you have a good angle. Yeah, you'd be able to see it. Yeah, you'd be able to see what's going on a little bit. All right. That said, Anth, what you got else for us?
For my bonus action, I will give Karaz bardic inspiration
Oh, thank you.
by just saying, you need to deal with this problem that you have created, and this is the last time you're going to walk in these situations first.
I said, you feel
They are dragons.
you feel a sense of disappointment from
Exactly.
Anth, but it also you feel like it's not even really inspiration. It's more of just like, damn, I gotta clean up my fucking mess.
Yeah, it's a bardic pressure.
Yeah, Groswarl, you receive initiative if you'd like to. Oh, and Anth, were you trying to move at all, or?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll jump back a
You
little.
got it. You got it. All right, Groswarl, what would you like to do as you receive initiative? Karos, you're on deck.
I have a question. Would
Yes.
I be able to, like, if they're flying, would I be able to grapple them?
Yeah, you can try to grab them out of the sky. Yeah, they're not flying too high. They're like flying 5 feet above the air, or 5 feet above the ground.
Cool. Then yeah, I'm gonna go over here and try to. Sensei, you said Scooby-Doo. We got Scooby-Doo. I would like to grapple this.
Oh boy. All right, you're going to grapple it. Make an athletics check. They will try to resist and make an athletics check as well. You got to beat an 8. An 8. Oh no. So it's kind of like, yeah, it is. Oh my gosh, this is the cartoon episode of Rime with the Frostmaiden, everybody. You try to grab and try to take it, or try to grab it by its neck, and it immediately just sort of flies around and just sort of spits at your face, and then tries to bite down upon you. Make another athletics check, and they will try to do the same as you tie.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
scales.
a 6 to the 4. It takes you a long time to do this, but eventually you're able to just kind of grab towards his wings. Or actually, how do you grab this creature? That's a better question.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab it by either one or both of its wings, just to like get it down.
Boy. As you do, you grab its wings to try to get it down, and you try to grapple it, preventing it from flying around. Karos, you hear in Draconic just this individual saying, "Let go of me!" And that is what they're doing. That said, Groswell, that is your action. You have a bonus action and movement. Anything else?
I think that's it for me this turn.
All right. Wolf's turn. They were still backing up. They hear the sort of thing, but they haven't been issued commands, so they will wait inert. Karas, what would you like to do as you receive initiative? Groswell just grappled the one in front of you. The other one off to the side is getting ready to attack, though.
I'll look at the one that getting ready to attack, and I'll just say, "Didn't you see? That didn't really do anything good to him, did it? We are not trying to kill you."
Make a persuasion check. This is to lower their disposition towards you, which is pretty hostile right now. 18. All right, their disposition gets knocked down to a 2 out of 5. That basically meaning, for those of you who haven't been able to tune into the streams, disposition is basically their outlook upon you. during a fight, because you can try to diffuse situations through social means by trying to calm them down. Right now, you need to calm them down a total of 2 more times before they're able to kind of, you know, stop trying to bite and tear at your throats. It's a little bit difficult considering what they are, but yeah. So Karas, that is your action to try to diffuse a little bit of the situation. You do have a bonus action and movement.
I'm just gonna quickly shout to everyone that I will talk it out with them.
Said Aegon is going to still try to rush in and see what's going on. 20, 25, 30. He'll see and get a hold of the situation and just pretty much stop himself right there. God damn it. All right, and he'll leave it to you to try to talk it out with them. William, what are you doing as you receive initiative?
William, seeing kind of a disturbance, will walk up and get himself here. And upon seeing Gelm, seeing that he's about to attack, he's going to panic a little bit and cast blindness and deafness on them.
Alright, that said, cast a spell, let's see what happens. As you unleash, or as you grab the legs of your holy symbol to Farika, you unleash their blessing upon them, blinding them and deafening them. 14, they succeed with a 22. As this happens, they immediately try to, or he watches their eyes begin to, or this strange sort of green shadowy mist that forms over it, and they're able to sort of blow it away with the likes of their cold breath, and they're able to succeed. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm going to talk to it. So Mind Link is a free action unless you want it to have a response. If I'm correct. Yes.
Let me check. I'm pretty sure.
Mind Link response is an action. Mind Link itself is not an action.
Wait, what? You said Mind Link is an action, but Mind Link itself is not an action.
Mind Link response is an action.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So he's just, and you can speak telepathically to any creature you can see. You don't need to share language for it to understand you.
Okay, what do you say to it?
Please, calm down. We're not here to hurt you.
Alright, as this happens, they are getting ready to fight, and then they just randomly hear a voice enter their head. I'll have you make a persuasion check, but the DC is going to be a lot higher than usual, as they are now more and more of these individuals keep coming into their cave, and now they're talking into their heads.
I have a charisma.
And also, you just cast a spell at them, and they know you just cast a spell at them. Alright, what is that total? 8? Nah, that's not gonna cut it. They look over towards you, and they are just they look kind of frightened, but also it's fight or flight right now. They gotta fight and defend their home.
5 feet of movement, so I'm going to step back.
Alright, that said, Gelm's turn. He is going to dash over here, and he is going to immediately begin to breathe forth, suck in all the likes of the air, and then unleash it with the likes of a cold breath towards the likes of Karas, Groswarl, and Tyzar, who is fine. Alright, cold breath towards you. I need both of you guys to make Constitution saving throws for me, or take a total of 5d8 cold damage. 18 points. Roll really low, so that's good for you guys. Constitution saving.
Elements.
Absorb elements. All right, that'll reduce it by half, and you succeed, so that'll reduce it by another half. Groswarl with a 23, you will succeed, so you'll only take 9 points of damage, Groswarl, as bits of more ice begins to freeze over, chilling you to the bone. Karas, you instead take a total of 4 points of damage. All right. That said, that is Gelm's turn. That's all he can do, and he's just sort of screaming, "Let him go!" And that is what he's got. Pyre, you receive initiative as you see this all playing out. What would you like to do? Oh, your face cam's off. I didn't know if you were here.
Oh, yeah, it's just been covered. Sorry.
All good.
I was told that we were gonna talk it out, so not to agitate the situation. He's not gonna cast anything. I don't know what he would do. He will probably just hold. Yeah. He was told to kind of hold off, so he's not gonna cast anything. He's just gonna let his turn go by.
All right, that's it. Let's.
Hold actions.
Yeah, but all my hold actions are damage related.
Fair enough.
All right.
So.
That's it. Jon Snow's turn. He will look over, and you said you guys were gonna talk it out. So I mean, if that's the case, he will not issue commands to the other wolves, and he will sit here and wait. Lika, you receive initiative. You hear the likes of kind of breath weapons and roaring off to the side. What would you like to do? You did hear the likes of them saying that they're gonna talk it out. You can choose to intervene, or you can choose to stay here.
I have a lot of movement, so what I'm gonna do first is, while that's happening, I'm gonna check her back and see what's over here.
All right. That said, make a perception. Or are you going into this way?
I'm moving 15 feet there.
Okay. I'll unleash this area. You see ahead the likes of a small sort of pathway leading northwards, another pathway leading to the leading to the west, kind of south or southern region, and another area reaching to the northern or northeastern region. Lots of different ways to go. Which way do you go?
So, and then see. Oh, sorry. And then see that everyone is there waiting. I will move 50. I have 40 feet of movement, so 40 minus 15.
25.
Okay. 5. Ready. So I'll move over to here, up to 25. If I can. There's dice being rolled. And then I'll shout from around the corner and then see that no one can hear me. Shouting from this side because I can't see anything, and be like, I hope you're all okay, but we got things to do. Big, bad, evil army coming. So, you need me to get there? Because I can dash there. And then she's going to dash around because she's not going to wait. Response. And that's what she'll do is for her action. As Foundry closes on me.
Oh no!
But
No.
if you could you dash me 40 feet in range of where everybody is?
Yeah. All right. 30.
Probably close to.
Thing.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a browser.
Yeah, you can move like right beside Groswall, or you can move right beside Karas.
We'll go right behind Karas, right there.
All right.
Or
right here.
actually on the other side of Karas by. Yeah, right there is good.
All right. Easy enough.
right
So
there.
you dash on in, and at this point you see here's the dragons are just saying, "Ah yes, more blood, more food," and they're just getting at this point bloodthirsty. All
What you
right.
hear is, "F you, dragon lizard things. I don't care for you. There's a big, huge army
You
coming,
can't
and
understand
you're
them,
here."
though.
Yeah, you can't understand them.
Yeah, I
don't
think
care.
she
I
would
hear-
anyway.
I
You
kind
just
of
hear guttural roars and stuff,
No,
gravelly
she's
voices.
talking in Bearkin. She's talking in growls and hisses and Bearkin. The only person who could probably understand her is Auroraverse, and she's like, she's hissing right back. She's like, "You idiots! What are you doing in here? We got things to do. Why are you fighting these lizard creatures?" That's what she's saying.
Oyama Nartok will begin to just from motion. She at this point just looking around, and after hearing the roar, she is on alert, and that is her turn. Wolf's turn, they will do nothing. Tizar's turn, they will do something, and they are going to try to well, first off, we're going to see if they get their breath weapon again. D6. They're going to keep using this. Yep, they're going to do it again, and they are going to unleash it forth once more, probably towards the person who is literally grabbing their wings at the moment. And they will just breathe in cold, and they will unleash it forth. Groswar, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. Ooh, or take 33 points of cold damage. Go ahead. Oh, you're muted. That's not good.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to take that. I have an inspiration die from you that is 1 reroll of a D20 DM's inspiration. I would like to use that.
Hell yeah, for you conversing with Spike. Roll that DM's inspiration. Roll again.
Constitution saving throw, you said?
Yep. Constitution saving throw.
Please, please, please.
Natural 1923. That's gonna be, that's gonna come in clutch for a total. That's gonna half that from 33 points of damage to the likes of, oh gosh, 33 divided by 2. Quick maths. It is getting out the calculator.
16 and a half.
16 and a half. It rounds down unless saying otherwise. So you take 16 points of damage from this individual. As they breathe the cold directly into your face, it freezes over and you almost feel as if almost all of your bones want to shatter and break, as if you're as if you're almost an icy statue. That said, that is their turn, and you receive initiative. What would you like to do?
Can I, or do I need to do an intuition check to know if those dragons maybe understand common, or if they don't?
Yeah, you can make an intuition check. I mean, they're not speaking in common, so I mean, if you want to confirm it, then yeah.
I mean, that much I know, but I looking to see if they understand or can.
With an 18, yeah, they don't understand or speak common, from what you can tell. The way they're just sort of yapping and sort of like growling and sort of focus, it's not necessarily just of, you know, from what you can tell from an insight, it's not that it's not by choice.
Yeah. And we'll take a few steps away, further from them. Go by the wolf and just say, soon enough, if they don't get it settled, you can probably go in. And that's my turn.
All right, that said, next up in initiative, we have Groswar. What would you like to do as you the individuals breathe directly into your face, freezing you almost entirely?
There is nothing good for us to do here, any of us. I'm gonna just keep grappling it, just like keep the hold on it, and I know that I can't understand it and it can't understand me, but I'm just like roaring in a very exasperated way, like when someone is like trying to like contain a small child. That's basically what this is.
Okay. Oh, make an animal handling check. Yeah, God. 12. Nah, not really. They don't seem to be having it at the moment. All right, that's Groswall's turn, unless you're trying to do anything else.
Nope, that's it.
All right, Wolf's turn. They're gonna do nothing. Karas, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna say in Draconic again. See, none of us has attacked you. We're not here to fight you. We're not here to take your gold.
Make a persuasion check with what if you did attack? That was Ulium.
Sorry, I saw him open his mouth.
We have not damaged you in any way.
I'll tell you what, make a persuasion check with advantage. It's just the DC is higher.
I'm sorry, guys.
I mean, physically harmed, only mentally scarred.
13.
I'm gonna use D8.
D8, alright, smart.
You also have the bardic inspiration, I think.
That is true. Ooh, that's a big 821. Do you want to stack it on top of this?
Yes, I'm gonna use another one.
Alright, add a D6. Is it D6 or D8?
D6.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure? Yeah. Big 4? Alright, is that the final roll? Or are you adding any inspiration dice to this?
No, I'm
Alright, we
adding
already
knowledge
did.
from the past life.
That was the other thing, yeah. Alright, add another D6. As Karas says, I succeed this roll. Alright, so that is a 13 plus an 8 for a total of 21 plus 4, 25, 22, 27 on this persuasion check. as they look you up and down, they look towards Groswall, who's just like trying to contain them. You're able to lower their disposition by 2 in this sort of case and scenario, as they begin to calm down for a moment and consider a conversation with you for now. That being said, as this is all sort of occurring, combat is done for the time being. But that said, what are you saying and what are you doing at this moment? Taras.
I'm telling them that there will be a big attack all around the land by, well, things undead, and it will be a big swarm. Like even in this defensible position, they can still get swarmed, and we are looking to try find anyone and anything to help ourselves so that we don't become part of that force.
As this is sort of happening.
I'm also gonna add, because that's worse than death. Because you are just gonna be used by it to consume everything else in its path.
Make a persuasion check real quick, Haras. 6.
Ah.
So
Knowledge from past life.
okay, go for it. 11.
11.
So you see, as you're explaining this, they're actually listening and trying to understand exactly, and it seems to be that you're getting them on their side until you all begin to hear this. Off in the back, you hear as Oyama begins to yell or kind of say out, and it echoes. You. Who is that? And immediately, anybody, actually the closest individual that can maybe see this, Oleum, you can make a perception check. Anth, you can make a perception check. Pyro, make a perception check with disadvantages. There's a big ass Aegon in your way.
Man, 1 second. One day, I just wish I could use passive perception instead.
Not how that works, buddy. Boy.
Yeah, I just keep on sucking, man.
12, 16, 8, and a 6. So, Pyre with an 8, Anth with a 12. You're the only, or Anth, you're really the only one that can see this. You look over. Oh, what was that? Oh. You look over and you see as this other individual, humanoid-ish looking, or begins to arrive, and they seems to be dragging the corpse of something, dragging its blood and guts and corpses all over the ground. It seems that whatever it seems to be skinned, gutted, and stripped of its meat, whatever it may be. And you see as they have this sort of one metal hook in their or kind of in the hand of the creature. It also seems to be that this, what you assume to be humanoid Velkin man drenched in blood and hide armor, carcasses hanging sort of from their skin and from these hooks that they hold to bleed out and more. Their face and limbs are blackened by the likes of frostbite, and it seems to be that they lack a nose entirely, as it's completely broken off. As they begin to enter, you see as they just begin to start looking towards all of you, and then just starts cackling maniacally. As it begins to just sort of take them, as you all see this individual making themselves into the fray. As they do, without hesitation, Oyama begins to roar out in fury, immediately grabbing their great axe and charging to the individual. Oh boy. As they immediately do so, Aoyama and Artok takes their great axe, embedding it directly into the neck of the creature. It stabs into them and nearly decapitates them. However, you all just hear Simple laughing, cackling like a hyena as the human individual, as their head was completely torn off, they pull it directly back onto their torso and write it anew before pulling the great axe further into them, and then grabs their hand axe before trying to strike Aoyama and Artok. And with that, your souls are shackled once more, and the time for battle is again. Everyone, it's time for a boss fight, my friends. Gather your strength, because you'll need it for this one. All right, everybody, let's do this. The noises were able to alert them from before. I had to roll for it from earlier, so we're gonna see what happens now. Also, thank you, Phoenix, for the raid, because now you are about to witness the pain. Oh God, here we go. All right, everybody, Mods, can you do the shout out command for me? I'm DMing at the moment, so I can't really thank it and everything. Thank you guys, and thank you, Phoenix, so much. All right, so we're gonna roll initiative for all these NPCs. This is gonna be rough, buddy. This is gonna be rough. All right. Oh man, they rolled a natural 19 on this one. Okay, I need initiative from Groswall, Lika, and Pyre when you guys get the chance. But while you guys are doing that, let me go over this boss fight's traits, as this is going to be the first boss fight using the new, we can call them SenseiSuplex boss fight mechanics since the last time. They're relatively similar, but there's a couple more additions to it that you guys can interact with, including the environment and more. As usual, it starts off with me going over the initial boss fight's traits. So let's do that now. All right. You guys are probably gonna, you guys don't necessarily need to write down boss fight traits. You're probably gonna write down abilities. But the first one is Ruthless. The second one is Maim. Third is Intuition checks. Fourth and final one is Showdowns. All right, let's go over Intuition checks and Showdowns first, because you guys actually know what these are. So intuition checks. Intuition checks are encouraged for this fight, as they will be essential to learning about the enemy and using it to debilitate and or dissect what this enemy is capable of and how to use it against them. Next up is Showdowns. Showdowns are the replacements for martial clashes, as they have different names, but they work a little bit differently now. 2 Showdowns will occur during this fight, or at the beginning. Once the creature reaches the near death condition, then there will be a third and final clash, or showdown, if you will. For each success condition that you achieve throughout this fight, whether it be, or I'll give you a little bit of a hints and stuff like that, figuring out ways of how to calm down the situation or restrain this individual or kill them or whatever it may be, depending on how many success conditions that you guys accumulate, will add to your clash rolls for this final clash and more. However, for each fail condition you guys receive, whether it be, let's say in this case, a character dying, or an NPC dying, or someone losing arms and limbs, those being fail conditions, then you guys will lose, or the enemy will gain a +2 to their final showdown. More and more of this will be explained as we go, because that's how we typically run things. So if you again have any questions, be sure to ask. But last thing for these showdowns, they can happen at any point, but once the 2 showdowns have been done, that is it. There is no more for the rest of the fight until the final clash. So make them good ones. Make them good ones. All right. Any questions about showdowns or intuition checks before we go into the next ones? 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty. Anth, you've received a D6 inspiration die from chat, but let's go into the next one. Ruthless, you guys know this one. Essentially, this creature and this berserker individual will attack you when you go down. So typical creatures in D&D will just go across your body and just ignore you. This individual will not. Instead, they will focus on trying to knock you down while you're unconscious and force you to make death saving throws and kill you. They are ruthless, so keep that in mind. Next, or last thing, is Maim. This creature can choose to not knock you on, this creature can choose to not knock you unconscious, but instead try to maim you in the case of taking an arm, a leg, an eye, or more. They'll have to roll a D100, and on a 60 or higher, they will maim you. You have to make a Constitution saving throw to see how bad you are maimed. Whether if you roll well, then you may just lose, you know, a finger, or you may end up losing something, an eye, if you roll worse. Or the worst possible case scenario, you could lose a leg. So, better hope to not go down. Bad news happen when that happens. All right, that said, any questions before we get started in this fight? All right, if that is the case, let's begin. And you receive initiative as you see Oyama Nartok takes the great axe to the individual and they pull their head back onto them. What would you like to do?
I would like to give another bardic inspiration to Karas by just shouting out, or not trying to do it like somewhat subtle. Just, you're doing great with negotiation. Try to keep the Scalies in there with you. And
that's it. Karas, as you start talking these individuals down, you do hear it, but you do get or feel a little bit inspired to hurry up and figure out or diffuse this situation, figure out what's going on elsewhere. Alrighty.
And as my action, I would like to use minor illusion right there.
Mm-hmm.
And basically make a copy of Oya on his side.
I said, a copy of Oyama Nartok, easy enough. As you cast the minor illusion, they begin to look towards it for a brief moment. We're gonna see if they believe it to be real or not, or if it's just another one. Arcana check from this individual. Yikes. 12. What's your DC, buddy? I believe it's higher than a 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it's 14. Why can't I find it again? What?
It's in your spell book. Your DC is 14. Yeah, you're good. All right,
Yeah,
so they believe it to be another version of Oyama Nartok just sort of sitting there idly, but we'll have to figure out what they do on their time. And if that is your action, that's your bonus action. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
At this time, no.
Alrighty. That said, Lika, you receive initiative. Karash, you're on deck after 2 NPCs. What would you like to do, Lika?
Okay. This creature is right behind us, near Oya, right?
Yes.
And both Graz and Karas are still focusing on the 2 dragons. We'll look at the dragons before dash. Have to dash anyway. Before saying, you're either with us or you're against us. Right now, we've got bigger things to do. And she's gonna dash right over to where Zappy is.
All right. I said.
That's her action and movement.
Action and movement, you got it. You dash over off to the side, and you see as there are. Well, actually, Lika, make an Arcana check for me. 14. You look over and you have to sort of blink for a second, and there's 2 Oyama Nartoks here. And then you look back and see Anth sort of conjuring the spell, and you're able to figure out that it's fake. All right,
Good.
Lika, is that your turn? All you do?
That's all I do. I can't really do anything else except for my reaction. So.
All right, Wolf's turn. They do nothing because they haven't been ordered yet. Gellum's turn. That said, what are they gonna do?
Talk.
They'll look over towards you, Karas, and they'll just say, something is going on. Is there more that you are not telling us?
I don't know what's going on. Someone is attacking us, I guess. Sounds like it.
Well, let me see exactly what is then. Let my brother go, and he will swarm from the other side to see.
I'm gonna ask Gross to let him go. Can you let him go, please?
Okay, she just lets him go and then like takes a step back with her paws up.
All right. That said, Gellum is going to rush over. He's going to use his action to move over. How far can he move? He can fly 60 feet. Oh God, yeah, he is. All right.
He's quick.
30, 35, 45. Gonna go over here. 55 and 60. He will look over at the likes of this and hold on, you guys can't see, my bad. He will look over and see the likes of the battle sort of taking place. And okay, now I gotta think for a second. So a bunch of random people just came into his home, and at first he thought they were enemies, and it turned out, well, they don't want to hurt them, I guess. It seemed maybe a bit of misunderstanding, but at the same time, this individual who's been raising me for the last who knows how long is now getting attacked by these same individuals who has a great axe in their head. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. It's that 3-year allegiance, my friend. I'ma keep it real with you. I don't think they're gonna I don't think that's gonna really hold up right now. They will become enraged and immediately, yeah, they're just gonna well, let's see if they get their breath weapon back, and then they're gonna just unleash it if they can. 6, they do. And
fucking damn it.
They are going to, it's a 15-foot cone. The closest individual that they can kind of do it towards, well, okay, so there's good news and bad news. Well, actually, no, they're just gonna bite down, actually. No, they probably would just roar out. No, there's not that many people here. What's their intelligence score? Intelligence 5. Yeah, they're gonna use their breath weapon. So the good news is they use their breath weapon on Jon Snow, the wolf, by the way.
No!
And Jon Snow literally looks at the dragon and is just like, what? As he takes no damage. He is immune to cold damage.
Yes.
All right, that is the dragon's turn. Karas, you receive initiative. What would you like to do? As you do hear a roar from a dragon from afar.
He is not attacking me yet, is he? Obviously.
This one,
he's
no.
Still here.
Yeah, this one's here.
I'm gonna go see what's going on.
All right. You go over here, and as you do, that's your full movement. You look over, and oh shit, what the fuck is happening? Oyama is freaking tearing, or you just kind of witness this individual with it, like literally no head, and them pulling it back on. Also, at this point, Lika, Anthony, and Karas make a perception check again. Almost forgot to omit a detail. 15, 22, and 6. 22 and 15, you see a faint bit of it, but you see as there are these strange crystals embedded into into this man's arms that seem to be jutting out of the forearms and jutting out of this sort of bicep and tricep area as well. You look over towards him, and Karas, you unable to really make a connection to it, but Lika, you for sure. These crystals seem to be very, very similar to the ones that Thorn has his entire arm made out of. It seemed to be that Oyama Nartok and Aegon were telling the truth about this. It seems to be that the blood sort of amongst it is sort of completely frozen over. It is very, very terrible. Regardless, they sort of just cackle more with this sort of madness upon them. All right, Karas, that is your movement action. You have an action and bonus action. And intuition check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do intuition check.
All right, that said, make a, for you, this is a wisdom check plus proficiency bonus. All right, this is going to be 19 plus your proficiency bonus. Yep, that'll be enough. All right, listen up, everybody. This individual has the following abilities. All right. Multi-attack, Chaos Surge, Chardolin Madness, and Reckless. Which ability would you like to identify?
Could you repeat them again?
Sure thing. Chaos Surge, Multi-Attack, Chardolin Madness, and Reckless.
Chardolin Madness.
Chardolin Madness is the following. The Berserker must roll a d6 at the start of each of its turns, or on a 1, the Berserker does nothing on its turn except speak non-existence to an evil master who it's pledged to serve, as it is affected with the Madness trait. Madness can be cured, but it has to be through the likes of spells, specifically things that can calm emotions or the likes of lesser restoration. That is Shardolin Madness.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask Draconic what's going on.
You ask in Draconic, it seems to be... You'll see as the individual looks towards you and they say, "You come here not to fight. Did you have an axe in our leader's head? You die here," is what they respond.
I'm just gonna shout back, whoever it is, they're gonna try to raise you to keep you for their own purposes.
Lies. They don't seem to be convinced.
Okay.
You still have your action and bonus action though.
Huh?
You still have your action and bonus action though.
Okay. Okay, if I can't avoid it, I can't avoid it. Zephyr Strike.
Here we go. You can where you bring that likes of your short sword as they shing, wide open. Immediately they begin to crackle with a bit of electricity as you embody the storm. All right, that's your bonus action. You have an action. Anything you'd like to do for that?
Yes. I'm gonna go right up to next to Gollum.
Is that using your action to dash?
No. Bonus Zephyr Strike, doubles movement.
Oh, okay. All right. I gotcha.
And I'm just gonna tell him, well, now it seems to me you really want to fight.
All right. You bring your sword. They snarl towards you. Make an attack roll with all you got. You stab true with the likes of the short sword. 6. Ah, man, unfortunate. Natural 1 coming from it. You see as they begin to try to blow the likes of the cold breath onto the likes of Jon Snow, they dash underneath for a brief moment using evasive maneuvers and immediately try to rush over and claw towards your eye, trying to immediately take it from you. That is your turn. It hurts a little bit, but you're fine. Anything else for... Yeah, that's your action, bonus action, movement. Yeah, that's intuition. Everything. Yeah, that's everything. All right, Wolf's turn. They still haven't been ordered by John, so that is their turn. Nor the Wolf's Flail. Here we go. First things first, we'll see what they roll. Gonna roll a d6. Shardolin Madness coming into play. That is a 2. Unfortunate. All right. Well, this is what's going to happen. They will begin to take the great axe, sort of using it, and then immediately unleash the likes of a flurry of weapon strikes. They are going to unleash 3 weapon strikes to the likes of Oyama Nartok with their... They're going to use their flail. First attack. 24 to hit. Oyama Nartok needs to make a Constitution saving throw. She succeeds for the first one, but takes 11 points of damage. Second attack is going to be another attack towards her. 22 will hit, another Constitution saving throw. She'll succeed the second one. Third one coming towards her. 21, 6 points of damage. Constitution saving throw, she will succeed just barely again. She takes a total of 6, 11, 22, 27 points of damage from one single round of attacks. As it happens, 27 points of damage.
The fuck?
As this happens, you will see as the individual begins to just sort of yell out in a sort of fear as they bludgeon her to death. Bits of blood sort of flying off. She immediately falls back into the wall. And as this happens, the shards amongst their arms will begin to glow anew as they're going to use this ability. I gotta roll a d8. Oh boy. That is a 2. Oh no, that might not be good. Oh God! Oh no! Alright, well, how many people are around? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna roll a d3. Lika's a 1, Carlos is a 2, Anthony a 3. All right. That said, wait. Fucking goldfish brain. God damn it. Who did I say for 2? Goldfish brain.
You said Lika for 1, Karis for 3, and something.
And for
Yeah.
all right. That said, and for 2 then. Okie dokie. Sorry about that. Goldfish brain kicked in. All
Are you
right.
seriously? Oh.
You see as immediately he vanishes from out of thin air and immediately begins to form with this this freezing over ice and snow, embodying a little bit of a blizzard for a moment, and they appear face first to the likes of Anth. They smile with this sort of crooked, almost bludgeoned face, and they begin to raise their flail and get ready to bludgeon you again, but they'll have to do that on their next turn. All right, that is, there go. Pyre, you receive initiative. What would you like to do? Oleum, you're on deck.
I am going to move here. Did I see him approach Anth?
Yeah, you would see as there's an individual just sort of teleporting off to the side, vanishing and then appearing right beside him,
I'm gonna actually move here, and I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on him. Although I'm gonna portent it for 15 plus 7, so 22 total.
All right, 15 plus 7 total, and this is for what again?
Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt. All right, as you begin to conjure this, or still target him with the spell and everything, but as you begin to conjure it forth, your hand begins to crackle with electricity. As you send it flying, it strikes directly into him, dealing a total of 18 points of damage as it electrifies him to the core. He takes the bit of damage, and he is not appreciating that one. All right, that said, as it begins to, or as this happens, you just see a bit of electricity sort of forming and surging, electrifying him every now and again. All right, Pyre, that is your action with Witch Bolt. Anything else for us?
I think that's all I can do.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, that said, that is your action. You begin to hold the electricity, conjuring the spell, and waiting for the next thing to come. Ulium, you receive initiative. Groswar, you are on deck, but Ulium, what would you like to do as you see the fight breaking out?
He's a bit confused, conflicted. If this guy doesn't look great, he's going to make an intuition check. Oh wait, don't mean to move, sorry.
Good, I'll drag it back.
Yeah, he's going to make an intuition check.
All right, make a wisdom check for me. Just a straight roll. 18, 22. Yep, that is good to go. So, what would you like to learn of this enemy? Do you need me to list the abilities again, or nah?
I would like to know his constitution, or to be accurate, constitution saving throw.
It is a +3. He has a bit of constitution to him. He seems to be a hardier fella, but it seems to be whatever has sort of taken him the bits of frostbite hasn't left him with any proficiencies. All right. I said you got your entire action and bonus action. What you got for us?
I'm going to wait one turn for that. I am going to... Anthrax, you don't have much armor, do you?
The fuck? Okay, yeah. I'm at 15 AC, so it's decent.
In that case, William is going to cast Bless. And that's going to be at 3 creatures, and that'll be at Groswarl, Jon Snow, because he's our guard dog. And hey, I like Jon Snow, okay? And I'll do it. Okay, let's do the Bless. Let's cast that one first level.
Alright. As it happens, you watch as you begin to say a prayer to Farika and Karos. John, and who was the last individual that you casted on?
Karos.
Groswar Karos. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That said, they begin to become blessed and enlightened with the likes of Farika. Their guide their strikes and defend them to the end. That said, William, that is your action. You have a bonus action and a little bit of movement.
And upon that, that's a concentration. So, Shield of Faith is concentration, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Right? I believe so. Shield of Faith, yeah, it's concentration.
Okay. He's going to cast a quick healing word at Groswarl.
You already casted a spell, and you're not a sorcerer, sadly.
Oh, okay, sorry.
All
I don't have much to do. He is going to mind link with... Who's the best person to talk to? I'm going to mind link with Jon Snow because he's a good guard dog.
Alright.
And he can respond to me.
You used your action to, yeah.
But I have nothing as bonus.
It's level 3. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect much for anybody to have.
Okay, I'm just going to hide here then.
All right. That said, that is your turn. William, as you begin to conjure the spell, you hide behind the likes of the wall over here. Roswarl, you receive initiative, and the next player on deck is going to be Anth, but it's going to be after 6 other NPCs. Roswarl, you hear the likes of battle off to the side. What would you like to do?
I have a question. Can you tell me what Bless does?
Bless does, it basically adds a d4 to all attack rolls and all saving throws that you make.
Cool. Cool. Okay. So I have another question. How... I realize the answer is probably nothing yet. Has Tizar the dragon next to me reacted at all to this change?
He's getting ready to. His turn hasn't happened yet, because this is all happening within 6 seconds.
Yeah, but he looks like he's going to attack.
You're not sure.
Question
Well,
mark?
you can make a quick insight check. This won't take your action, but 14. He's definitely concerned with what the fighting of the source is. What's going to happen? He's on the defensive mode, so he's preparing for a fight.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go over here. I am. No, wait. I'm gonna stay here where I was. If I hold my action, does that mean that I can't do a bonus action this turn?
You could still hold your action and use a bonus action this turn.
Okay. I would like to use second wind so that I can get 1d10 plus 3.
All right. As you begin to do so, you begin to breathe in and out, and you see as bits of frosty wounds begin to, or your wounds begin to frost over for a moment. As that happens, roll your d10 for your second wind, and then you can tell me what you're gonna hold your action for afterwards. Hit the healing fast button.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes it decides to be funky and just axe you for shit.
It only gives me a standard roll or damage? Would it be damage?
I think that worked. 10 HP.
Yeah.
Yep, it worked. There you go. We got there. That said, as this happens, you begin to slowly heal and feel a little bit better as your wounds close. What would you like to hold your action for?
If the dragon next to me goes to either, she's gonna wait and see if he starts to attack in any way. If he does, then she's gonna try to grapple him again.
Okay. That said, that is your turn. Roswara. All right, Oyama Nartok's turn. She is going to dash over, and after seeing this individual just sort of shrug off her blows, she is going to immediately just become enraged and roar out with a bearkin fury and unleash 2 giant strikes with her great axe once more. Fail once, try again. All right. Great axe attack is going to be once. 17 to hit and 13 points of damage. She strikes with the great axe, embedding it into his chest. However, he just seems to laugh it off, barely even seeming to feel the pain at all. She'll take a third or take her second strike. An 11, which will miss. At this point, with almost a cat-like reflexes, you see this individual grabs the great axe from Oyama Nartok and then smiles and says, "Wait your turn," and throws her off to the side. That is Oyama Nartok's turn. All right, Tizar off to the side. He is going to do as he said. First off, he's gonna make a perception check with disadvantage because you're a big bearkin kind of in the way. Boop. 15. Between the likes of Aegon and you, yeah, probably not. He's just gonna go. So this individual is going to start flying down the chute. All right, so that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, they'll fly outwards here. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 out here, and they're gonna use their. Well, we'll have to figure out what's gonna happen in a minute. All right, that is their turn. They are out of the combat. Oh wait, hold on. Let me oop. There we go. All right, that said, Jon Snow's turn, aka the Winter Wolf. Okay, here's what he's gonna do. He doesn't really appreciate the fact that he got bitten, and Karos seems like a okay individual. He will order and say, oh, actually, we'll probably look towards you and say, Karos, do we kill them all?
We fuck, how we incapacitate. Fuck, they're English. Ugh.
Incapacitate.
Hmm?
Incapacitate.
I'm about to make-
Incapacitate the flying ones.
Incapacitated flying ones. Also, Bimroth, you forgot your cam again. I'm gonna make a bingo. I'm gonna make a bingo board for it.
Yeah,
Oh man. All right. Nah, but all right. Incapacitate them. You'll see as the individual says, "I'll see if I can control them enough." And that said, he will begin to yell out and speak in pretty much wolf to the likes of these other individuals, and their eyes will begin to alight and be almost turn like the Terminator and turn bright red before they are initiated in combat. They now join the fray, and they are now combatants. This individual is going to try to take a bite out of Gillum, and we're gonna see what happens here. That's a 7. Unfortunate. They try to bite down towards him, however.
Doesn't help.
I don't. Well, we can always roll a d4. See what happens. Nope. Not that one. They try to bite down towards him, but this seems to be the dragon is too fast and sort of agile to avoid the blow. All right, that is their turn. Next up, Aegon. He witnessing all of this, he is going to dash forth, and he is going to He is gonna hit this individual with a big old spell. He's been trying to save it. Well, no, you guys are in the way. He will cast. Yeah, he'll just cast Catapult. You'll see as he picks up just a random rock or stone off to the side, picks up a rune, immediately embed or begins to carve a certain sort of galat or a giant rune upon it, and chuck it as hard as he possibly can. It courses with an arcane energy and strikes into the creature. Well, at least hopes to. Let's see if it can. So he's gonna cast Catapult. Wait, did he not? Oh, Catapult. He's gonna cast at that 2nd level. Whew. 23 points of damage, dexterity saving throw, which he will fail with an 8 as this immediately embeds directly into his chest. You see as he heaves for a second, and he just looks up. I thought I felt that for this time. Guess I was wrong. And he just immediately just shrugs it off. No effect. All right, that is Aegon's turn, and Zappy. Zappy hasn't been taught any combat capabilities, so he is brought out of the combat. But he will try to dash off to the side, and try to get to safety for now. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. He sees the likes of Karos in the middle of the fight. One moment. Insight check. He's gonna go against his better judgment, and he is going to try to. He's gonna try to immediately start barking for a moment. You will see as his mouth begins to charge up with electricity. I'm gonna roll a d100. He tries to unleash the lightning and electricity, however, it doesn't seem to. It just sort of sputters off. That said, he feels defeated, and he will begin to just get a hold and leave it to the more professional individuals. He's going to just dash off to the side, and he's going to blink inside of this cage. All right, that's his turn. Zappy is now out of the initiative as he's kind of feels defeated a little bit right now. All right, next up in initiative, or next round, we have the likes of Anth, and then Lika, you are on deck. Anth, you see this individual who is right beside you and has this sort of giant flail getting ready to sort of bludgeon and bash your skull in. What would you like to do in response?
I would like to make too much sense for this mad individual and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, all right. That is a wisdom saving throw or take 18 points of psychic damage. They will fail with a 10, and tell me exactly what Dissonant Whispers do.
Deals 3d6 psychic damage and forces them to use their reaction, if they have it available, to move away from me as far as they can.
All right. That said, they'll use their thing they use their reaction to move as far away from you as you can.
Yeah, if they have their reaction available.
All right, that said, you'll see as they begin to almost, or as they hear these whispers and more and more and more, they begin to almost go even further into madness. As this happens, they begin to sort of hold their head and begins to just start cackling, just saying almost mad sputterings of nothingness, nothing that seems to be even make any sense. As they do, they back up, they back up a little bit. Oh yeah, my Nartok and Anth, you do get an attack of opportunity. And this wolf will also get an attack of opportunity as well.
Hell yeah.
Alright, bite attack. Ooh, that is 2 nat 20s coming from the wolf and Anth. That said, Constitution or strength saving throw for this individual. They are still up, but Anth, as you take your short sword, you slash at their back as their back is turned, and you see a huge sort of mark upon it. The giant mechanical wolf begins to bite down towards their leg, ripping a chunk of flesh. That said, Oyama Nartok will take the great axe and try to finish this off. However, let's see what happens. 20 will hit and 11 points of damage. As they do, you see as the neck, or as they immediately decapitate them right then and there, and you see as the head rolls, and they look down, they look towards their head, or where their head would be. They grab it off of the ground, fasten it once more, and you see as it begins to freeze over again as they're restored with 1 hit point. And you see as they yell out, "You fools! The Frostmaiden guides me, and she will not let me die here!" That said, that is what happens as he just uses the rest of his movement and he just dashes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here. All right, that is his turn. Next up in initiative.
Where I still have my bonus
my bad.
action I would
I'm
like to
stupid.
use
Sorry about
for
that.
pulling the skull out of my jacket and just say, I once again ask for your help. Tell me what the fuck is going on. As with the tales from beyond.
As you pull out the skull, you pull out, what was your name again? It starts with a, god damn it. It's like
Mori Memento.
Mori, god damn it. I was like, I know it starts with an, it's not Mochi. What the fuck is it? As you pull out Mori Memento, you immediately see as he begins to crack open, the skull begins to tell you and recite a tale and says, "Alright, boss, I'll see what I can do." Alright, roll a d6 for me for the tale. Alright, that is a 3. What tale is that?
Tale of the Beloved Friends. I grant them... Wait. I can grant someone within 5 feet from me temp HP for my inspiration die plus charisma modifier. So I will have that stored for an action.
Alright, you got it. That said, that is your turn, and unless you want to do any movement or intuition checks. Anything else?
I would like to stay where I am.
Alright, you got it. Lika, you receive initiative. Karos, you're on deck. Lika, you just saw this individual just get their entire head taken off, and now they're just sort of rumbling with madness. They put it back on and it froze over, and they talked about something of a Frostmaiden of the sorts. Unsure what the hell they're talking about, but what would you like to do in response, Lika?
I'd like to do an intuition check, actually.
All right.
Or not an intuition check. What are we calling it?
Yeah, you got it. Intuition check. So for you, what you're gonna do, Lika, is you're gonna make a wisdom check, and you're gonna add a proficiency. Also, my thing is, hold on, let me fix this.
Proficiency. Okay. That's +1. Okay, I know nothing.
All right. Let me see what it was. Yeah, 11. It's not gonna cut it.
There's near. Okay. Then I'm gonna do a showdown.
Oh, it's time. All right. It's time to showdown. It's time to clash. All right, Lika. One moment, please. Here we go. All right. Hold on a second. I'm about to get the fucking clashing playlist out. All right. Let's get. Phew. I'm debating. I'm like Vilmos's theme, Olaf's theme. Well, let's get. We can get Undertale music. Why not? All right. So, Lika, as you begin to see this individual sort of cackling with madness, you begin to just almost set your foot down and you challenge them to a showdown, a simple clash. That said, you look toward, or as you begin to, or what do you say to get this individual's attention?
You are a fool. There's greater things than just some Frostmaiden who has forgotten her place. I'm gonna. Before he blows I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna attack.
Don't make an attack roll yet, but you see as the individual begins to almost stop in its tracks and begins to immediately look towards you, it drops the flail for a moment and begins to immediately unsheath the likes of a massive javelin, frozen and more. They point it towards you, Lika, and says, "The Frostmaiden hasn't left us. They bless us and more, and they will take over the lands of the Asia Arctic." And they immediately begin to try to plunge it directly towards you into your throat and finish you off here and now. That said, they will make an attack roll, and then you will have to make a response. Let's see what happens. Chardolin Javelin coming into play.
Important.
What are you making him roll? Pyro?
11.
Making him roll 11. That said, Pyro, describe how you begin to change and weave fate in this moment in time. What does this look like?
Since he still has a connection with the Witch Bolt, he's just gonna let the now Astral Light kind of twist alongside it and makes it oh well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, hold on. What? Did I roll?
And kind of like washes over his eyes to prevent him from hitting where he wants to hit.
All right, that said, as it happens, you see as he tries to swing blindly, he has to, or Lika, you need to be a 11 plus 3 plus 2. You have to be a 15. All right, Lika, bring your weapons or bring your fists and strike true with all the strength you've got. Make an attack roll towards the individual. Oh boy. 25, that will be enough. That said, describe, Alika, how you strike this individual and win this showdown. Oop. And you good? The 25 was so powerful, their mic cut off in this in this tense moment. Uh-oh. I think that's actually the case. There we go. Okay. There you go.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Lika, describe how you do this.
The way I see this moment is, she basically looks at this guy, looks at everybody, and thinks like, okay, there's a giant army coming down. We have a whole mountain of resources that we could probably get stuff from. The boss just got attacked. I saw Oya got pummeled by this jerk. I don't know what's wrong with these two lizard folk if they're not listening to my boss. This guy is just getting on my nerves. I'm gonna fucking blow off his head. And she's gonna, the moment it goes down, she takes a look at the javelin coming straight at her. She's going to leap up, grab the one part of the javelin, and hit him straight in the face with her feet.
As you do, you grab the javelin or pummel them straight into the face with your feet, kicking them more. You immediately sort of bludgeon the likes of their entire face as it caves inwards as you send them flying, crashing amongst the likes of the wall. They drop down onto the ground, almost heaving for air, but they seem to be finished for now. However, they rise back up once more, still cackling. But in this case and scenario, Lika, choose an ability between Chaos Surge, one of its Shardolin Madness or Reckless. So it's Chaos Surge, Shardolin Madness, or Reckless, which you would like to seal and prevent them from ever using for the remainder of this fight.
So Chaos Surge, Shardolin Madness, and Reckless. So I figured the
Well, actually, you
Chaos
can't.
Surge
Actually, you can't seal Shardolin Madness. So it's really Chaos Surge or Reckless.
So Chaos Surge was the one that made them kind of move.
Or actually, wait, hold on. Let me check my notes. I think I added a specific thing for that. Features, conditions, blah blah blah. What conditions? Is that the thing? That is, yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah. Actually, never mind. You can't seal Shardolin Madness.
Can?
You can.
Can? And Shardolin Madness was. Yeah, I think we identified.
They are afflicted
Shardolin
with the Madness trait, and they must roll a d6 at the start of their turns, or if they roll a 1, they seep into further madness.
I'm gonna seal that.
That's a good play. That is a good play.
Yeah, I'm gonna seal that.
All right. As this happens, you begin to look. You look over and you strike them true, and as you do, they're able to still live and remain, but you see as they begin to sort of, or something begins to course with their body and they begin to just start cackling and more. You look towards the shards of the things kind of embedded into their arms. You figure the only thing that you can do to probably seal this is if you straight up. It's brutal. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Warning, it is brutal. But only way you can get rid of them is if you rip those suckers out or you try to cut their entire arms off. So if you still want to do that with Lika, you can, but it's not gonna be pretty and it's not gonna be clean.
Yeah, no, I don't think Lika really cares about being pretty or clean. She just wants to get this guy. So
as this happens, you see as Lika begins to rip and tear with their claws and taking out the likes of the crystals, almost screaming in anger and fury. And as this happens, you see as the individual begins to just sort of drop. Oh, fuck, you're touching the goddamn things. Lika, I need you. Hold on, oh, goodness. As this begins to happen, as you make contact with these sort of strange crystals, I'm gonna need you to make a saving throw in a minute, but we'll have to figure out what that saving throw is in just a second. Oh god, I almost forgot about this. Whenever you're in contact with them. All right, one moment. Shard, go in. All right, where is it? I believe it's this. Yeah. Lika, as you begin to grasp it, you do receive a D10 inspiration dice, but I need you to make a charisma saving throw. Or terrible things. Ugh, that's not good, guys. That's not good at all. That is a 6.
We'll just use that D10. We'll use that D10.
You better hope it's a good one.
D10.
Don't you also have a D4 for...
She's not blessed.
Not.
I am not blessed.
I'm sorry.
That is a 4 for a total of 10. That is not successful.
Okay.
You guys looked over towards Lika as she's just sort of ripping and tearing these things out. And then the more you rip and tear, you begin to grab the likes of the crystals. And you just hear as Lika starts sort of laughing for a moment. And as this happens, you begin to hear demonic and infernal whispers beginning to sort of course through the likes of your brain and mind as they seek to corrupt you from within. And Lika, oh goodness. I'm gonna DM you some stuff right now. Or actually, here, we'll just make this easier. Let's not do this. Lika, join me in the Secrets channel for a second. Oh boy. All right, Lika, I'm gonna put it to you. I'm gonna keep it a being with you. So right now, Lika is not necessarily possessed, but being possessed right now. And at this moment, your alignment is in the current motions of changing, and you feel as if you kind of want to keep these crystals on your person. Why would they? They seem to be nice, they seem to be friendly, and they make you feel powerful in this brief moment in time. As this is happening, you can roleplay to your heart's content of a red panda ringtail losing their damn mind and slowly being corrupted. Alright, makes sense? Up, you're muted in, if you were saying something.
I'm gonna have fun.
Go crazy. I know you'll love this part.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's where I'm kind of going with that. I was like,
Oh,
either I
boy.
can just keep Witch Bolt or.
That said, I wish you guys the best of luck. Alright, that is Lika's entire well, actually, you have the rest of your turn if you would like to do anything else, Lika.
Feeling this strangeness coursing through me, I will look at this individual. They're not dead yet, right?
Nope. They are chilling.
I'm gonna take all the crystals, all of them,
Oh no!
and I will bonus action. I will bonus action. All this uses key points. Okay. Okay. I will bonus action flurry of blows to get even more of the stuff off of him.
Alright, oh my gosh. You begin to immediately just start ripping and tearing more of the sort of crystals. They begin to scream out just for you to get off of them. As they begin to do so, they try to kick and tear, but they're not able to sort of resist your might. At this point, you see, and everybody looking over, Anth, you are just in shock as you see a bloodlust-filled red panda covered in the likes of blood and gore and sort of grasping two crystals in hands as they're just sort of cackling with this this bit of madness and sort of rage in their eyes. That said, Lika, that is your turn. Oh boy. I'm gonna see what the hell this is going on. Wolf's turn for this guy. They're gonna join the likes of their friend, and they're going to join over here, and they're gonna attack the Gellum over here with advantage, because pack tactics. Alright, pack tactics advantage. Hiya! Team, lag, hello? I said, hiya! What? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I'm supposed to hit the bite. Hiya! 21. Alright. I was like, what's going on here? Alright, they take 8 points of damage from the bite, and that is their turn. Okay.
I cast passive traits.
As said, Gellum is going to probably, I mean, they don't like you. They don't like any of you right now. Hey, Bemroth, odd or even?
Odd.
Odd. All right, if they roll odd, they're gonna cold breath you in the face.
Wait, they need to.
Yeah, they need to roll it to see if they get it again. 4. All right,
Nope.
they're not gonna cold breath you in the face. They're instead gonna bite your face off. All right, you'll see as the individual begins. Yeah, not much better. They'll flap their wings and immediately embed their claws into your neck and try to rip a chunk of flesh from you. That said, all right, bite attack. That is a 14. That will miss completely. You just are able to sort of swat them off and use the likes of the short sword to prevent them from even grappling and latching on in the right now. That is their turn. Next up in initiative, we have Karos, and then Pyro, you are on deck afterwards, after 2 NPCs. Karos, what you got for us?
I'm attacking him.
All right, go for it. Make some attack rolls. Also, Lika, you receive a D6 of inspiration from Gore, telling you to crush.
I missed with an advantage.
Damn. 10. Oh, good.
You can add bless to that.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Don't you still have my bardic inspiration too?
You do.
No, I don't.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, wait. I thought you blessed him, or I thought you bardic inspired him twice.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So you got
I'm gonna use. Oh.
So use a D4 first.
Oh shit! I already selected D6.
That's fine. You can just like unselect it. That's fine.
Okay.
So if you do end up using it, then it's gonna be a 5. All right. So roll a
Okay.
D4. Actually, you're gonna need both for this. So 1 plus 5, so a total of 6. 11 plus 6 will barely hit. Roll some
17.
damage for me as you do, or 17 to hit. So yeah, D6 for a short sword, and I'll do the math afterwards.
Are you
1
fucking kidding me?
plus 3 will be a total of 4 points of damage, and then you can also add Zephyr Strike. While you're doing that, I'll describe it. You strike true with the short sword, and you almost struggle for. Oh, go ahead.
Shit. I forgot. Will you let me add that already? I was supposed to use planar warrior as well as a bonus action.
Tactician's not on, so yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
All right. So planar warrior is what is that? That's an extra D8 of damage, correct?
Yep.
All right, extra D8 as you strike true into the creature. You deal immediately as bits of the strange sort of light begins to course amongst them, sort of ripping and tearing a sort of strange, almost substance. As it begins to happen, you take that opening and just begin to surge with electricity from the likes of Zephyr Strike, dealing a heap load of damage. All right, an extra 6. That said, that's gonna be good. That said, that is your action. That is your bonus action. Is that your turn?
Martial check thingy. I forgot how.
Intuition. There you go.
There you go.
is
I
wisdom.
forgot how to English. I forgot how to English.
You got it, buddy. No, that will not cut it. That said, that is Karos's turn, unless you want to move anywhere.
But that is my turn.
All right, Wolf's turn. Which one? This one. All right, that guy kind of ran away, and he'll just see as he will rush over. He will try to bite down onto him. His protocol is to kill, so he will try to kill. Bite attack. 5 will miss. You'll see as he tries to dash over widely.
Pack tactics.
As far as he's aware, yes, Lika is an ally, so yeah, he would get advantage. A 20 will hit, dealing 6 points of damage. You see as the individual is sort of knocked down onto the ground, and he's being bitten, torn into pieces. However, he just sort of kicks the wolf off, and he's restored back to 1 HP. No effect. You'll see as he says, "Get off me! Who are you people?" That said, that is what happens on their turn. Njord's turn. He will look over and try to understand what is going on at the moment. We'll see as Lika is just sort of laughing with a bit of sort of crazed sort of energy. We'll gauge the situation. Karos is killing Gellum. They all seem hostile for the most part. This one's a crazy freaking red panda. They'll yell out first and to Gellum in Draconic and say, "What is going on here? Who are these people?" Gellum will respond if no one else can respond to Draconic to intervene. And he'll just say, "Intruders! Kill them all! They invade our lands as we are under attack! Wait for the others!" And that is what will happen. He will then take 3 attacks towards the likes of Lika, with the likes of his Shardalen Javelin. First attack roll. I wish you the best of luck, Lika. This is gonna be painful. All right. That is a 19 to hit for 9 points of damage. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I will like Oh, it's on my turn. Never mind. I was going to use patient defense. I will go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, as they stab true with the javelin, it embeds itself into that like of your gut. However, you're able to resist for a little bit of time. They will then strike you a second time to finish you off. 13 will miss. At that point, you're able to sort of dodge off to the side, monk training coming into play, and immediately they bring the javelin once more and try to stab you directly into the face. All right. 7 will miss. At this point, you're able to duck underneath, and it seems to have no avail.
All you hear throughout the entire cavern is a cackling red panda going,
oh boy. They'll begin to just start backing up and just say, he's gone mad with the Shawdalen. What? How did it? And look towards his arms and begin to sort of, God damn it! Frostmaiden, guide me! And you get an attack of opportunity as they back away, if you would like to do anything.
For who?
You, Lika.
Okay, I will smack him.
Alright, go for it.
I will smack him with a short sword. If
Lots
that
of
doesn't take
happenings
any
right now.
action.
No,
Hey,
you're
guys.
good. You can do it.
Okay. Just need to find it.
22 will hit. Roll a d6 of damage for me as you, well, actually it doesn't really matter. You deal 5 points of damage and you slice him. You see as he drops down, stumbling for a bit, and you see as he drops down on almost onto prone for a second, and he's just sort of almost trying to scoot himself back, trying to gauge the entire situation of what's going on. But he does gain 1 HP regardless. All right, that is that. He's going to dash over. Hold on. He will dash over here, make a perception check to see something, and 3. All right, he is too frightened of the red panda at the moment. That is his turn. All right, Pyro, what would you like to do?
Witch bolt drops because he went out of range.
William, you're on deck, and Groswell, you're on the hole.
I'm just gonna I don't know what I can do, that's the problem. Without hitting multiple other people. Crap. So, question, with the person, is it where, mechanic-wise, where we have to complete the clashes before we can kill this individual?
No, it is not.
Okay. Because we've dropped him below 0 and he keeps getting up.
Make an intuition check if you want to figure out why he's trying to, or why he's getting back up.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with that. Would that be intelligence?
Yes, it is intelligence for you.
Saving throw or ability check?
Just ability check. 17
3.
or 23. Yeah, after the likes of this, Pyro, after you witnessing him being knocked down several times at this point and still getting back up, you try to figure out and try to analyze what is making it happen. You look towards the crystal, and that was your initial sort of thing of, oh, it's probably the crystals that are bringing him back up, but it seems to be more than that. They seem to be causing the madness itself, which seems to be affecting Lika, but looking towards it, you're not entirely sure what could be, or what could be the reason why he keeps standing. The only thing that you could kind of deduce is he mentioned something about the Frostmaiden blessing them. So whoever this Frostmaiden is, maybe it has something to do with that. I mean, blessing typically means divine nature, so maybe it's a god protecting them. I mean, you're not really sure how to get rid of a god sort of influence, but you're maybe kind of deducing that it probably has something to do with that, with your 22.
Okay. With that, is Lika still holding the crystals?
Oh yeah.
Can I use Mage Hand and try to pull them away from Lika?
Smart idea. So that said, I will say this. Here's what you're gonna do for me. You're going to make an intelligence check, and you're gonna add your proficiency bonus. So I guess you can add your make an intelligence saving throw. Lika, I want you, because you don't want to get rid of these things. I need you to make an athletics check to hold on. Oh, natural 20 and a 20. Good God. Is anybody adding anything to this?
Can I add my my inspiration?
You can. Lika, are you adding anything to this?
No.
All right.
That's a nat 20, so no.
All right. That said, Pyro with 24 and Lika with a 20. You see as Pyro begins to think quickly and immediately begins to summon the likes of Mage Hand as his action. You see as he begins to take the likes of these sort of crystals from Lika and just sort of, what do you do with them? Do you just hold them or do you like chuck them off to the side?
Since Lika's only 3 feet tall, can I hold them against the top of the cavern so she can't reach them?
Yes, you can. You can.
You think that's gonna stop her? Like, really?
You can't reach them. They're above you, so you know where they are. But I mean, I don't know how tall the cavern is.
She doesn't have to reach far. She'll just look at you because you're the one doing it. If she knows that you're the one doing it.
Well, yeah, this is you resisting the athletics. This is the athletics check of you trying to, keep holding on to them. However, Pyro with this just sheer quickness and just using the force and channeling more and more of the arcane energy, he rips them from your grasp and begins to hold them above your head, high and high over closer towards the roof of this cavern. That said, Lika, make a... Oh, go ahead. Yeah, of course.
How much was that? So 15. I'm
Oh,
gonna
actually,
take them with me.
Before you do,
away.
Pyre, make a perception check on your turn. And Lika, make a charisma saving throw as you see, or as basically the crystals are sort of ripped from you. Oh boy. 9? Okay. What is that, Lika? An 11. Are you adding anything to that roll?
I would like to add my D4 DM's inspiration dice to that.
Wait, which one? Those are two different things.
Oh, my D4? You
right.
told me I had a D4 from
Yeah, you have a D4 from... You have a, let's see. You have a D6 from Gore? Unless you already used that. I don't think you did. I could be wrong. Someone correct me. You have a D6 from Gore and you have a D4 from Narth.
Oh, from Narth. Okay.
So if you want to use the D6, then yeah.
Please, the Narth one.
All right, go for it. Roll a D4 then.
Unfortunately,
I
did have to go. So.
Okay, Pyre, this is gonna be something then. That's fine. Lika, you take a 15 and you're able to sort of withdraw from the likes of the madness for a brief moment in time. As this happens, Pyre, you look over off the corner of your eye and anybody else within range. You see as there are 3 individuals approaching what seems to be some massive creature amongst one of this bigger individual's back. And you all see, anyone looking outside of the cave, see these individuals approaching and more. But they do not seem to be normal. You look over towards them and their entire form is coursing with an astral light. And they look towards all of you and they say, "Join us." And you, and Anth, you being the one that can kind of look down and underneath and look out towards the sky, and it is coursing with a blue, green, and purple coloring as the corruption has arrived. And with that, my friends, that is where we will end session 12 of Rime of the Frostmaiden. As we are in the thick of things. Oh man, here we go.
Damn. Oh shit.
Boy,
Oh,
I gotta go, guys.
damn.
it's all good.
Uh,
That long rest, man. That fucking long rest. Ah, God.
I
Unfortunate.
mean, we would probably die to the dragons otherwise.
Yeah, man. Decisions, and tough
Yes.
ones. Damned if you do,
Yeah,
damned
honestly,
if you don't.
Yeah, if we had gone up and started to fight the big dude and then the dragons came out of nowhere, like, I think we kind of had a slight advantage by at least knowing that the dragons existed before the big dude showed up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
For whatever that's
And-
worth, which is pretty much nothing. But
Jeez.
Yeah, I feel like he would have called the dragons over, so...
Oh, man. Well, that
And
being
also,
Yeah.
we did get one of the dragons out of there before
well,
it
the thing
realized the
is,
master.
I can tell you this out of game. The dragon's with the other three.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that.
But he actually sees what I told them about.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
we'll have to figure that out in a minute. But that said, thank you everybody, or
Wow.
thank you to all the players who are watching. Oh, what the fuck? We have 60 people watching right now. Holy shit! What the
Hello,
fuck?
60 people.
Hello,
watching us get
Yeah,
our
everybody.
good
asses
time.
kicked.
Yeah.
But here, I'll
Hello.
break down chat and we're gonna go raid somebody. So I'll be right back, guys.
Yay. Well, thank you.
All right. A moment. Showing. There we go. What? Hello, Twitch chat. I am SenseiSuplex, and I am a dungeon master across all of Project Aurora. I run a giant persistent universe where everybody can leave their mark, as basically it features several dozen dungeon masters like myself, about a dozen of us, and we all run games in the same living, breathing world that can affect each other in a multitude of ways. Everyone leaves their mark, as I said before, as you guys in Twitch chat can actually give out D6 inspirations. You guys can affect the sessions in real time, but also everyone in the community can actually get in the world building process as we build this universe up together. We go through the likes of Twitter, polls, Discord sort of things of figuring out who is going to be the next god, and like all the different types of world building and all the sort of shenanigans. So hey, if any of that sounds at all in the least bit interesting to you, join the Discord. We'd love to have you. We're a super inclusive community. Everybody loves it. It's so much fun to run, and we at this point we're like a big old happy family. We'd love for you to be a part of that big old happy family. That said, besides running Project Aurora, I also run I basically run a YouTube channel that's actually really close to hitting 200 or 400 subs, where we give out actionable tips on how to make your D&D games the best they can possibly be and make them memorable for you and your party to rave about for years upon end. So make sure to join, make sure to go check out the YouTube channel. It's lots of awesome stuff, and it's been doing really well. And I really want to hit 400 or 400 subscribers before possibly the end of this month, or maybe at least within the next week. So if that said, if you had any fun, make sure to hit the follow button on stream on Twitch so you can get notified whenever we do another game. The next game is actually going to be Sunday, Secrets in the Sands at 2 p.m. Eastern time, as the war is approaching and the war is nearly here. All right, let's go check out Rolling Together, our stream team, and see if there's anybody to raid at the moment. Great game. This was amazing. Heck yeah, glad you enjoyed it. We're gonna raid Carney's Sideshow. We don't really get to raid Carney's Sideshow much, so heck yeah, I'm hyped about this. So Carney's Sideshow is an awesome group of individuals. They run all the sorts of D&D, a part of the Rolling Together stream team. So we're gonna make their day, and we're gonna go tell them that there's some awesome individuals. That said, start the raid, gather forth, and charge true. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.